Sati Apex is the cause of it!
At the minute, it'll probably be you and Kelly that's the cause of it.
And, Sati, how did your race go? Oh, wait, it's finished.
Yeah, wait, I started.
Buried in a wall.
So, Dan, what happened in our race? Sati fell asleep at the wheel and twatted us.
I'm going in the comms box. Kelly!
See you on the podium.
See you on the podium, my friend. Darren.
Hi, Matt. Right.
Yeah, you, mate.
Knackered, I mate. To be honest, I've been working all day in the house.
Bless you. I apologise tonight.
For what?
I'm parked right in front of your grid box as you pit.
Oh, no.
I came in after the drivers had loaded in, so I do apologise, Darren, but I am in the KTM Expo, so...
Should be able to see over that.
Yeah, easy, mate. Best of luck, Daz. Send Jay my love.
I will.
Right, take care.
Speak to you later.
Yes, Matt.
Fucking peenie!
Matthew.
Fucking peenie! Fucking peenie!
Matthew.
Fucking peenie.
Fucking Matthew. Oh God, I heard myself.
Yeah, I heard it on loud. I need another Wii. I didn't even go for the first Wii. Fuck!
Oh, I just been. Oh, that's where I jumped.
I'm gonna have to go when I press start. Doctor Who and De Hoffner, nice of them to jump in and fill up the grid.
I think Pope Mark was hinting to.
Yeah, I do.
In. Well, you ain't got Benny. I'll jump in the comms box.
Yeah, Benny says he actually can. Yeah, mine's killing as well. Don't know what I've done.
My back's killing me from last night and the hour race on Sunday.
Who is missing? 9. Moon couldn't make it. That's
Moon's
why.
got no.
Yeah, Moon's
Did
Wi-Fi.
you see me put wired connection?
Yes. Fucking Lord Hypertech. Guess whose grid spot I'm parked in front of?
Who's? Ben?
Daz Automatic. Although I'm not actually.
I'm in the GT4 Aston tonight.
I'm in the GT4 KTM Crossbow.
Yeah, I thought I'd come in the Aston tonight because...
Good evening. No, we're not live, don't worry.
Yeah, it's literally all the... I've just put in the chat on YouTube, so good evening, all those waiting. Because there's like 11 people waiting to go live. You know, hype up the pre-stream, you know.
Right, fuck, I've not posted the grid order.
Fuck, you haven't. God, 2 more weeks of fucking awful version being live broadcast. 2 more weeks and then PS5. But I might have to, if I'm gonna do what I think I might do, I might take the season out and get good on the wheel.
Okay. Oh, really?
I might try using a wheel again because the
You
new
got a
ones
wheel?
might be better. No, not yet.
You're looking for one?
Because a newer, maybe, but a newer wheel might be better than the T150. Because I found the T150 just crap. That's why I got rid of it. It's a Bossie. But it just wasn't comfortable to use. Maybe like a Logitech or something like that. Because if I got a clutch pedal there, I could rest my foot on it, can't I? There's Benny. Evening, Nexus.
Hello.
Next series.
Who did see me come second last night? Because he was in the stream. Him and Ripper. Danlick was running out of fuel, apparently. God, if it went on another lap, I probably could have won that race. Because I was catching Danlick.
Was you?
Yeah. The Barber just was pushing too hard and throwing it off the road. Future Revenge didn't qualify like normal.
Yeah, I did notice on your things.
Doctor Who was a bit into the side of people, so this is going to be something for Pro Boys. Pro Am Boys tonight, because they got the Doctor Who end after.
You know, tomorrow will be fun because I didn't have time to set up the jag.
Pump
Lovely.
your tyres right up. That's my my answer. Start literally with
Thanks.
27 psi. Or maybe 27.5, because they will just go cold.
Go and turn the lights off in there for me, please. No, in there.
That's my advice. And I was trying to say it to Sutton, but he wouldn't listen to me.
I will.
Dean was Dean last night in Pro Am.
Yeah, he says oh, I got wiped out again. I'm just like, put it in. Nah, this is just a test season for me. And I was like, all right, Dean. I then replied, Dean, I don't care.
Dean is, if you don't put it in. That boat mark doesn't do it because he didn't have the footage about De Hofner flashing him.
Oh, that was a joke as well. I read that.
I
last
flashed
night,
him when he was coming out of the
pinging
pits,
through.
and I was a lap ahead of him. So you know, he saw me.
He'd fucking hate racing against me then.
Yeah. I flashed him then because it's like, come on, I'm on the lead lap, you're not. I'm coming, and I'm coming quick. And Dean I gave a cheeky flash to as well, but he soon moved out of the way. He saw the big angry Bentley coming for him.
Dan is in the Aston again.
Yeah, he's kept it
Yeah.
that, I think.
Yeah. He should be in the jag.
I'm not gonna lie, the Jag was one of my shortlist cars, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Where's my stream up on live? On YouTube. Waiting for Simplay Motorsport still. The Streamlabs being Streamlabs at the moment.
Right. Right, I'm just going to run to the toilet, then we go live.
Nice.
So Ginger Bush starts on pole from Nozza, from DJ Phil, from Mungie, from Hypertech, Kelly, Sutty, Daz, and then Dan. And then the three Android drivers that are joining us tonight. Not me,
Ginger for the
because-
win with the Porsche.
No, because my back's hurting too much for bloody drive. I've done 2 races at over 45 minutes, and I do the PS5 stuff, don't I?
My PS4 is starting to give it up, so I will have a PS5 soon.
You might miss out and get the hideous Slim.
Yeah.
The Slim does look horrible. It just does not look finished. Yeah, I get the idea of a detachable disc drive, which is better for repairability and... But the aesthetics, you know, aesthetics are important.
Yeah.
When you've got something that you're looking at something all the time when you're playing a game on it.
Yeah.
At least the Xbox Series X looks like a mini fridge.
Yeah, I don't even know where would I fit my PS5 because the gap is too small for it where I store my PS4. But look at the Xbox.
You might have to move your TV right forward and put the PS5
Yeah.
vertically behind it.
It's like a mini fridge. It's just a box.
Yeah. Bear in mind, I've got my Wii U there and its controller, my PSP and my Vita, and my Switch behind
Yeah.
it. This is my Switch dock, and my GameCube.
Yeah.
Right, 5, 4, 3. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Simplay Motorsport here for rounds 15 and 16 of the Pro-Am Championship. You missed last week's Pro because there wasn't enough drivers on the grid for a stream. We are back though tonight and back for some incredible action. We're joined by our favourite Hungarian. It is Nexus, aka Benedict Varga, in the chat, and joined once again by my GT4 commentator. We all love him. It is PN Motorsport. PN and Nexus, welcome to the comms box. How are we?
I'm fine. Tired, but fine.
PN?
80. Very 80 today. After being an uncle, doing my uncle duties all day and racing last night in Am.
How did Am go last night? Obviously, we missed that one. Obviously, not being streamed anymore due to Sunday nights. How did it go?
Well, I podiumed again in another second place, so I beat the championship leader, which would have been Baraba. So I believe that's 2 points gained on him.
You're 20 points behind, actually, I can tell you now.
So it's 5 points gained then.
So, yeah. How was it last night? All go okay? Because I didn't even get to watch it last night. I was
It
in the
went
hospital.
okay. I had my fantastic race engineer, Michael Jays, and we, relaying info like what tyres people are on because he was finding their streams. And the gap on my MFD, so I didn't have to keep looking at it myself. So yeah, another second, another podium, racking them up now.
Yeah, racking them up now. Ben, great to have you back. It's been a while since we've heard from you.
Yeah. It's been like 2 or 3 weeks, I don't know.
It's great to have Ben back in the box. Right, we are at Suzuka. It is our evening race this evening. What a night it's going to be. Should be a fantastic evening of racing, really. It really should be something enjoyable to watch. This will be such a good race. We are here live in Suzuka. And what a night this should be, PN. We saw on Monday night with some fantastic GT4 racing, PN. Are we in for more of the same tonight?
Oh, I hope so. Oh yeah, GT4, we may have only had 9 cars for race 2. But it was absolutely fantastic to watch.
And one of the drivers on that grid, an Orthodubs, hung on from the skin of his teeth to win that race.
Yeah, he did. It was great to watch. Well, YouTube's just crashed.
Ah, fair enough. Ben, did you manage to catch much of Monday night?
Yeah. I watched the first race and then I fall asleep, but it was really awesome to watch.
Do you have GT4s?
Sometime in the future. First I will get a PS5 and then.
There we go then. Right, Michael J's evening. Looking forward to some good action here at Suzuka. Indeed, we all are, as we are here live. Ginger Bush currently just got the second fastest championship standings, and big things on the line tonight. Dan can win the championship, as can Audio Sport. He has a 134-point lead with 213 points left up for grabs. For an Orthodubs, he only needs to outscore Daz, I believe, by 8 points or more to win the championship tonight. So big stuff for Dan to do here tonight in terms of winning that championship. Audio Sport will pretty much win that championship regardless of what happens points-wise tonight. They should still come out on top, irrelevant of what happens. After Dan, then, it is Daz Automatic, who is 60 points clear of Sooty Apex in third. KLF, only 7 points clear of Sooty Apex with Hypertech down in fifth place. Monkey Boy is fourth, with Kishanyika hopefully back next week. We was told he had a 2 to 4 week wait on his pedals. Hopefully he's back next week for that. After him, it's DJ Phil. Dennis Newman, who was involved in a car crash. We hope he's okay and recovering the best he can. We hope to see him back before the end of the season. He's P9. Nose is back. He's P10. Ginger Bush is back for P11. Ant P12. Lucas Roth P13. Cavalier 14th. Leon Fernie 15th. And Moon in 16th place. Constructors Championship then look a little like this. It is Audio Sport who can win that championship tonight from Dynaco Racing with KD Racing P3, Greasy Bandit P4, Switchback Racing P5, Worst Pace Scenario P6. Guys, it's been a fantastic season, but Dan has been so dominant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
He's obviously changed that car to the Aston Martin. And PN last week, obviously, Nexus wouldn't have seen this, but Dan seemed to struggle a little bit in the Aston Martin.
He did. Did help in race 1. He got collected by his own teammate and father
Yes.
on the Rahal straight up towards Corkscrew. That was interesting.
the unintentional mistake.
The unintentional mistake, indeed. So that is practice over. We have got Dan, KLF, Daz Automatic, Switch Apex, Ginger Bush, Hypertech Nose, DJ Phil and Monkey Boy. Now you're wondering, why are we seeing Doctor Who and De Hoffner, who are AM drivers, in here? That is because because the grid is short, they have offered to take some of the roles and the driver seats for this race tonight. So it's going to be interesting to see what these AM boys can do with the Pro-Am boys tonight. PNU race with De Hoffner and Doctor Who. What do you think they can do tonight?
Well, Doctor Who had massive pace, but he made the odd mistake last night and got quite a lot of damage, and then I believe he got a penalty as well for speeding in the pit lane, and that really ruined his race afterwards.
Good clean drivers though, and both pretty quick as well.
Yeah, very quick. A bit too quick for them, to be honest. But then again, no. It is what it is. There's only 2 races left for them.
2 races left of them, yeah, and they get to see how good they are in the Pro-Am then, as that is the grid done. Ben, what do we expect to see? It's a Honda and a Lamborghini on the grid. Obviously, no Hondas and Lamborghinis at the minute in Pro-Am. Apologies, DJ Phil is in the Honda, but it gives a chance really for these guys to score points tonight. To not score points, sorry, but to get some experience with the faster drivers.
Yeah, Suzuka is a great track with great races, so I really hope for a great race tonight.
Do you like Suzuka, Ben?
Yeah, I really love it.
PM, what's your thoughts? Obviously, evening race as well, so let's not take this into consideration.
Oh, well, I love Suzuka. Whatever the weather, conditions. Yeah, one of them great driver circuits. One of the best circuits on the F1 calendar still. The best being Spa.
That's true.
No, the best being Interlagos. Have to disagree with you there, PM.
Spa.
Interlagos.
All will be gone if Liberty Media have their way. There'll all be street circuits.
There will be street circuits in America or oil countries. Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Hey, well, it is what it is. We're here tonight then. So there's 11 drivers on the grid. Pokemon, I believe, tried to get in, which is a shame.
He might be able to get in now, not because we're
no, he's not at home apparently. So I wonder if he was just saying that if he was home, he would have jumped in. So it's a shame that we won't get no Pokemon on the grid. We could have had 12 drivers instead. We're going to have 11 drivers on this grid. Don't forget, tomorrow night, myself and Nexus will be out on the grid for the Pro category around this Suzuka track in the evening race. It's going to be a difficult one.
It will be a difficult one. Especially with the Jag.
Right.
Tyre pressures around here are king.
Yeah, they are king.
And next week they're going to be even more important when we're in the dark of the Nürburgring.
Right, so... we'll get into that one in a moment. Ginger Bush on pole position, yes. Then it should be Noser. Just working his way through Monkey Boy. Yes, then it should be DJ Phil. Who's flashing Monkey Boy to let him through. Out of the way, Monkey. Then it should be Monkey Boy. Yeah. Then it should be Hypertech. Yep. Then it should be Kelly. Then it should be Sooty, Daz, Dan, and then I believe Doctor Who or De Hoffner, but it doesn't really matter which way round they are.
No, because that was reserve spot. No, I did back at Donington. We was just started up the back and didn't even qualify because keep out of the way.
Go on then, Ben. Prediction, race 1 winner.
I'd like to go with Ginger Bush because I think he starts from pole and he was fast and he is fast. So I think he has a chance to win this.
PM?
Ginger Bush, good shout. But you can't count out people like Daz or Dan. If they get away cleanly and get through the pack, especially with the undercut, like pump them tyres up to absolute maximum for one lap and pit on the opening lap for this race
Yeah.
and get out of the traffic, can't you? And then get some
Exactly.
clean laps out.
One thing to mention is that Monkey Boy's race 1 will be his 100th race start. There's no BMWs for the podiums, that one won't matter tonight. And if Sutty manages to get 2 podiums, then that will be his his 50th podium as well. So Danlick was the man who took, was it pole position and the race win last night, I believe?
Yes.
Yeah, pole position
took
and
both.
the race win to add to the most success then at Suzuka. Most successful driver is that of, I believe, Smokey Devil, I think it was. No, it's Overtaker and Andy, apologies.
Though he was running out of fuel apparently when we were talking after the race in Discord.
Ah,
he
there
was
we go,
nearly
then.
out of fuel. So if it went on for another lap, there would have been a Bentley winning.
Oh, that's another thing, by the way. Bentley can win the Manufacturers' Championship tonight.
And
They can
we've
wrap
got
it
two
up.
of them here.
We've got 2 of them here and only 1 Audi.
What are they doing? Bunching up here.
I don't really know.
There's
Monkey
one-
Boy, yeah, Monkey Boy's having a problem here. Monkey Boy's dropped to the back of the pack.
Oh,
So I'm not quite sure what's happening with Monkey Boy. Although there is no engine side. The grid may as well go here. So it's Ginger
Well,
Bush. We're going to go on board
Oh,
with
boy.
Hypertech then from P4.
I'm going to go with...
Looking at Monkey Boy's stream, he's got no input. Oh, there we go. It's back. Looks like
Oh,
it's
no.
back now. Looks like it's back now. So Monkey Boy's got it back now. But will be
two-round boys
way
are-
behind.
The 2 round boys are now coming through the Casio chicane, so they're keeping well out of the way.
I think they was waiting for Monkey Boy to come back through. But obviously he couldn't get back through. So Monkey Boy, disastrous start to what would be his 100th race. Sorry, his 200th race. We're all green and go though. Ginger Bush, the field is very spread out. So it's Ginger Bush who's going to lead into turn 1 from Noza from DJ Phil. Then it's Hypertech. Where's Daz Automatic? Already been put under pressure by Dan. So Apex is looking up the inside of KLF. And Monkey Boy has drove straight into the pit lane here. Interesting. Interesting tactic. So Kelly's lost out to Sutty already. So that his nose on the grass and manages to slide back on through the snake and avoids DJ Phil there. That could have gone horribly wrong.
Indeed, well, very easy
Yeah.
to get loose through here. There was a few people going off in AM last night in practice when I literally did a few laps and then put the car in the pits because my back was hurting.
taking heat into the tires is really difficult in these conditions.
Yeah, it is. Night. You wait for Nürburgring next week. Good job I'm in Switzerland for that one. You just wait. As they come through then into that middle sector of the lap by the hairpin, Sutty looking to dive up the inside. Daz is ahead of Dan, and Dan's gone for a late move. Oh, Daz gets a bit of a tap from, that was Doctor Who there, and Dan really sent one into the hairpin and made it stick. Good move from Unorthodox, he moves up another place.
Ooh, Hypotech and Nosataged.
So teammates touch, and Hypertech is into the wall, and he stays well out of the way as everybody starts to come through. De Hoffner doesn't look like he's going to get him, does he? Round the outside he looks, gets him now. Dan coming under pressure once again from Daz, as Daz under pressure from Doctor Who. And Ginger Bush, by the way, I think you boys are right. He's checked out up front.
He did win in Hungary, remember? Earlier in the season.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He did, you're right. Daz to the outside.
2 seconds in the lead from DJ
Daz
Phil.
was looking on the outside of Dan there at 130 did not make that one stick. De Hoffner's Dr. Who's pretty close to Daz, who's going to look up the inside at the chicane. Lamborghini versus Audi. Lamborghini does not get the job done there. Daz stays in front. Dan, is he being held by his teammate Kelly? Kelly's going to peel off into the pits. Daz also follows him in. Doctor Who doesn't pit, neither does De Hoffner. Hypertech stays out. Monkey Boy pitted, but his pit stop did not count. So that has gone horribly wrong for Monkey Boy on his 200th appearance.
It has.
Not sure what was the plan there.
Yeah, no, neither am I.
Probably because he didn't take the race start yet. across the
So
start
it's-
finish line.
yeah.
So therefore,
It's Ginger Bush, who's 4.3 clear of DJ Phil, who's running P2. Nose is P3, Sooty is into P4, Dan's now P5 with Doctor Who, then De Hoffner, then Hypertech, then Kelly, then Daz. Just looking at Daz's stream. I don't think Daz has been... Oh, he's up now. That seemed... I don't know if that's late on his stream or what, but... yeah, right, De Hoffner gaining on to ladder. Doctor Who. Doctor Who sticking with Dan here. So this is interesting. Our Am driver sticking with our Pro-Am, what is possibly going to be crowned champion.
well, these two boys didn't come out in Am. They were rapid when they came in later in the season.
Yeah.
It would have been a different story if they actually did the full season. I would not be winning it. Well, second, did I?
Bit of a train forming behind DJ Phil. Sooty tucks underneath the inside and Noser at the
Sooty.
hairpin, and Sooty, great little move there. The wily veteran of Sooty Apex tucking underneath and getting the move done. And that's what you get. Sooty Apex bringing you 185 race starts, bringing all his experience here as he now hits the brakes. He's hunting down after DJ Phil. 2 podiums, don't forget, for Sooty. And he will be on to his
Who knows
50th
about
one, so he'll want that to die. Dan gets past Noser as well as Doctor
Then
Who.
it's P3.
He's now going to look. Dan's P4. Dan's P4.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
Don't forget,
P4.
Ginger Bush is
Yeah,
long
I
gone.
forgot- I forgot Ginger.
He's
I forgot
gone.
Ginger Bush.
He's gone. Monkey Boy's
He's
in the
second on the road.
pits. He's at the chicane. While these are coming into 130. Oh, Doctor Who going up the inside. And Noser loses the rear. Manages to hold it together, but the rear definitely stepped out there.
Sooty
Dr.
from the
De Hoffner's
outside.
now going to have a look. As Sooty's going around the outside of DJ Phil and makes it work. Great
did
move,
it.
Sooty Apex up to P2.
It's nice to actually have a good week this week.
And then now
Well,
we'll be
I'll get the right
P3.
category.
Dan is
I'll give
now
it like that.
P3, Benny. Yes, you're right. Dan is now P3. Gives Sooty a flash of the lights. Looks up the inside at turn 1. He's not going to get it done round there. Doctor Who's now looking up the inside of DJ Phil. DJ Phil's gone very
Ooh,
wide.
that's a bit
And
brave.
Doctor Who, thank your mama for the carrots. He's gone through. Monkey Boy's finished his stop. He's coming out the pits now. And Hypertech is into pit lane. De Hoffner trying to get past Noser. Doctor Who, he's sticking with Dan and Sooty here for Ginger Bush. 10.2 seconds in the lead with 15 minutes left to go.
Yeah, they've nearly got.
They've nearly got to go a second a lap to catch Ginger Bush.
Yeah.
And he went far off.
Ginger
down
Bush is-
Tyson. Come on, Tim.
Yeah. Ginger Bush just had a perfect start.
He really has.
Yeah,
He's been
Scotland.
absolutely fantastic. And with his pace being at the front, Doctor Who's lost it coming through the Dagners. So Phil goes through, Noser goes
my
through,
God.
De Hoffner goes through. Where is Kelly and Daz? They're coming up to the final chicane. Hypertech still in the pits. Doctor Who gets back going here. As Hypertech goes green, he pulls away now. Kelly's on his way. I think Hypertech may slot in between Kelly and Daz here.
Let's see if he's fixed his pit lane speed limit issue he had last
Yeah,
week.
he has, because he's not got a stop-go penalty. There goes Kelly. Daz is coming, but I think Daz is going to be hitting them brakes before he gets to Hypertech, so he does. Daz, not on the back of Hypertech at the moment, but Sooty now having to defend from Dan. Is Sooty just pulling a bit of a gap from Unorthodox here?
Possibly. Well, he was saying that he couldn't get in practice earlier. He was saying he couldn't get any heat in his tyres. But being someone who ran the Bentley here 45 minutes in the race last night, I can tell you, you need all the pressure in the world. And
De
next
Hoffner-
week you're going to be more.
Apologies. De Hoffner and Doctor Who have got past Noser, so Doctor Who's back up to 5th. DJ Phil running in P4 at the moment. There's nobody diving into the pitch. Ginger Bush, Sooty, Dan stay out. What will DJ Phil do? He's also going to stay out. So is Doctor Who. So is De Hoffner. And Noser also stays out. Daz on the back of Hypertech. No, he's not. Daz is in front of Hypertech. So he can now head down after his rival KLF. As Dan has caught onto the back of Sooty a little bit here. They're only 4.5 up the road from Doctor Who. So Doctor Who could maybe get past DJ Phil and start to get his skates on and get up the road here, Ben.
Yeah, and this little fight, we really have Ginger Bush.
Yeah, massively. 10 and a half seconds. 13 minutes lap. It's 2 minutes a lap. Anyway, so they've got to go a second and a half near enough, a lap quicker than Ginger Bush to catch him.
Yeah. In the outgoing
Oh, Dan bouncing over the first egg net. As did Doctor Who once again. He was not able to get it done. And for Dan there, he'd have lost a little bit of time to Sooty, I reckon. As here comes Doctor Who, he gets the run on DJ Phil, just breaks a little earlier. Is he going to look up the inside? No, Phil He's not right on the apex. This could give Doctor Who the undercut here on DJ Phil. Lamborghini versus Honda. He's going to go right around the outside on his run down to Spoon. Phil squeezes him a little bit there. He's on the grass. He's on the gravel. He's round. Where's De Hoffner? Avoids him.
The two teammates.
Oh, Noza. Noza squeezes through. Squeezes through.
But
that was
Hoffner
tight.
held his break
Yeah.
and stayed in the place and didn't try to move the cars until the cars were gone past.
So Dan,
on Sunday,
on the back of Sooty, and Sooty Apex is, Ginger Bush is just, he's just gone.
Yeah.
So he's deep
Pretty
into the
much.
Casio chicane.
Yep, Daz going to look around the outside of the second part, could not get the traction down. And it
Sooty's
didn't work
running.
for Daz there, and Sooty goes into the pit, so Dan stays out. What will DJ Phil do? He's also going to stay out. De Hoffner will stay out. Noza will stay out. And Doctor Who will box. Daz has fell back behind Hypertech, so he's had a problem somewhere.
But by about 3 seconds behind Hypertech then. So has he ran wide?
Well, he has a little damage on the back.
Yeah, I think that's from
Probably
Doctor
start.
Who earlier. Ginger Bush, 12.5 clear of Dan. Could be in for his second race win of the season. He won one back at Hungaroring, I do believe it was.
Yep.
Yep.
So for Ginger Bush, you said he was going to win this race. He's just been what a start.
Yeah. Don't say it out loud because I'm afraid of the commentator curse. Yeah.
Right, Doctor Who is still in. Kelly's now coming up to the chicane. Daz and Hypertech are only at 130R. Sooty's now just been dropped. He's now rolling.
Moving.
Doctor Who's still in. Kelly exits the final bend. He's on the start straight. Sooty's off his limiter now. Kelly will not get past Sooty. Hypertech's on the little bend. Daz is around. Daz has made another mistake. He's around.
Oh no.
And I think Kelly
He's
said, I'm
facing
going
the
to
wrong
reference KLF here, like a
Where
Kylie
is it?
Minogue
Huh?
record. He said that back on Project Cars 2 many moons ago. Sweet and sticky in your box, that'll always be the dream team. Monkey Boy nowhere near Daz, but that has allowed Doctor Who to pull in front. Hypertech gets ahead, and KLF now moves back into P7. So he didn't get Sooty, but will Sooty get Dan? De Hoffner 9/10 off the back of DJ Phil. It's Honda versus Honda on their home circuit. Is there any GP2 engines out there this week? DJ Phil and De Hoffner breaks into the chicane. Currently, the Honda's running 3rd and 4th on their own backyard. Not a bad result.
Not a bad result.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, Hoffner pit.
Yep, De Hoffner in. Gets it slowed down. What will Noza do? It looks like he's got a bit of rear end damage. He's going to stay out. So Sooty, Kelly, Hypertech may jump De Hoffner. Doctor Who will be a question mark. Daz, well, unclear with Daz yet. Monkey Boy is on the same lap as Daz when he crosses the line, but is a bit behind at the moment. So De Hoffner in, stops at his box now. And where's Sooty? Just coming up to 130R. Bit of a quiet 1 PM compared to Monday night's race.
Yeah, well, Ginger Bush is now coming up to that traffic, so I'm wondering if he died for the pit lane, so he's not caught up behind it.
Yeah, Ben, 16.2 seconds he's got in the lead now as Ginger Bush. He's absolutely rocketed in front.
Yeah. 16 seconds.
Does that bode well for the Porsche for Gary tomorrow?
Yeah.
Ooh, that'd be interesting. Well,
He
usually
was
that would
fast at
bode well.
Laguna.
I'd love it to bode well for Gary in the Porsche, but it's Gary in the Porsche. We don't know what could happen.
On ACC.
Exactly, as De Hoffner exits the pit. Sooty's gone through, Kelly's gone through. Hypertech will not get De Hoffner, so De Hoffner stays out of Hypertech and Doctor Who as Daz is at the final chicane. Monkey Boy has just come through the hairpin. Ginger Bush into the chicane now. He's on the back of, that is Daz Automatic, and he stays out on track here, does Ginger Bush.
Does Dan pit and do the try to undercut Ginger
Yeah,
Bush?
well, he's got to think of overcutting Sooty as well, hasn't he? That's the difficult thing for Dan at the minute. Stays out.
Stays out. What about Phil?
Yeah, we turn our attention to DJ Phil. Ben, what call?
He missed the chicane a
yeah.
bit.
There's an apex somewhere, Phil. I do have to say, I love that
This
Ferris
is
wheel
a-
at night. Beautiful.
Yeah.
We can't see it on a proper camera, can we?
Exactly. Pro
Proper
tomorrow
cars
night.
in front of it.
Remember, we're back on Sunday evening, back at Donington Park for PS5 version as Noza comes into the pits. Doctor Who, right on the rear wing of Hypertech. Lamborghini versus Ferrari. Oh, he just tucks back underneath. He's going to look the outside line. Has to lift. Got forced, got squeezed by Phil a little earlier at that same part of the track. He lifts this time as Hypertech gives him a bit more room. He's now going to have that inside line in towards Spoon. Hard on the brakes. Going to look up the inside at the first part of Spoon. Job done as they brake hard into the second part of Spoon. Doctor Who back up to P8. Now, Doctor Who and De Hoffner aren't scoring points tonight. This is just experience for them. And Ben, good bit of experience for them.
Yeah, they are really fast.
Where are their names so I can add? They're there. So +1 onto that. And +1 onto that. This is only their 10th and 11th appearance. De Hoffner's made 10. Doctor Who's made 11. So showing they've got good pace out there to match the front guys of Pro. Pro-Am, sorry. Yeah.
Well, I think if you said that they are driving for Pro-Am since season 2, I would believe it, because
Yeah.
they could really keep up with them.
Yeah, they can. Obviously, losing the PS4 seasons in the new year. Well, we might not, but there's a little discussion going on about maybe keeping a PS4 season but off air. And those that only have PS4s will be able to race in that one. Obviously, those who have PS5 will probably want to race the PS5 stuff.
Those might take us.
So-
There's maybe some people taking the season out to maybe do something else and take it a little bit more seriously.
Dan's pitted, so Dan's covering Sutty. Sutty's only just left the hairpin, so Dan is in here.
But again, it depends on finances.
DJ Phil into the pits as well. So Sutty's coming up to Spoon. Danny's yet stationary. Dan stops in his box. Now. Sutty is just exiting the final part of Spoon. Very quiet in the chat tonight.
It is very quiet. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Pump up the chat. I know you can't see me waving my hand up the air, you know, like if you're a lead singer of a band, going, come on, just pump up the crowd. But I'm doing it for some reason.
We believe you.
It's a bit like when I say a set of course of competizione. I have to do the Italian hand gestures as well. I've got to do it. It's the law. I'm a nut bar, so don't worry about it.
Sutty coming down the pits. Dan's already left, so Sutty has not got past Dan. Dan has jumped him. Sutty's now running third place. DJ Phil exits the pits. Now he's left his pit box. Here comes Kelly and De Hoffner and possibly Doctor Who. So there goes Kelly. There goes De Hoffner. Doctor Who, he gets past as well. Hypertech will not. Evening to Smithy in the chat.
Smithy, I race in Am now. And I came second.
Oh, Ginger in the pit.
And Ginger now pits. He's probably going to come out well in front.
What,
Does jump Noser. So that's one to keep our eyes on. Kelly, though, he jumped DJ Phil. Kelly's up to P4 now. But Kelly's got De Hoffner gaining on the back of him. Dan wide, where, Ben?
Oh, under the bridge.
Was he in the gravel?
Yeah, a bit.
So Dan wide into the gravel. Sutty will be trying to catch him. De Hoffner trying to get on the rear wing of Kelly now. Kelly will still score fourth place points. But De Hoffner driving for a bit of pride. Well, he's coming up against the hardest Pro-Am driver to overtake. And you're not second in Pro-Am, you're third in Pro-Am.
No, I think Smithy was with my second.
Oh. By the way,
right.
I worked out drop scores today for Am.
If I didn't miss Monza,
Well, no, if drop scores was a thing, you'd be leading the championship by 4 points. As it is, you're third in championship behind Dan Lickenbarber, 20 points. Yeah. Bring back drop scores. Now.
Well, Ginger Bush is away from the pits. He's away by the whole start-finish straight. So, this is looking really good. Hey, I'm third in the PS5 stuff as well, somehow.
Yeah. Consistency. Right, De Hoffner on the back of KLF coming down the start straight. Is De Hoffner going to pull to the inside? Kelly's already took that inside line. De Hoffner brakes hard now. He's going to look around the outside. Little wiggle at mid-corner. And now Doctor Who's getting involved in this with De Hoffner. But none of them can make the move stick.
Yeah, so Kelly could just let them through. Because they're not going to take points.
Yeah,
away
they're not
from
scoring points. Kelly will still get P4, but Kelly's going to have a race here.
Well, yeah, because these two should... Well, we've probably got to get rid of Am because we have 30 cars on PS5. So... There's more than enough for Am and Pro-Am.
Doctor Who now putting De Hoffner under pressure. As into the Dagners, Kelly bounces off a one, De Hoffner bounces off another, and Doctor Who doesn't even think about touching the curb. And now De Hoffner runs wide, and that is going to give the gap for Doctor Who to go through. Easy as you like. Kelly is just pulling away a little bit, and Dan's dropping Sooty Apex here.
Yeah, as... Whilst Ginger Bush is like nearly a sector in front. 16 seconds. It's actually quite a short sector between. Ooh, he had a wiggle through 130R though.
Ooh, Ginger Bush.
Ginger Bush, yeah, he was like sideways. He was rallying it.
Fair enough. Doctor Who's now right on the back of KLF. Good evening to Peaceful Stepdad in the chat. Here comes Doctor Who on the back of KLF. And Kelly goes to the inside to defend 130R. Here comes Doctor Who. He pulls out. Leaders on the final lap of the first race to Ginger Bush, who we've not really spoke about much in this race because he's been so dominant.
Side by side with
Round the outside of 130R, Alonso, Michael Schumacher stuff. It was off the track. And now Kelly's going to have a look at a lunge back up the inside, and Doctor Who gives him the room. Kelly, a little bit of a contact made, a little bit more of a tap there. But a good move back from Kelly, and now De Hoffner's involved in all of this.
You
This is
have a little love
fantastic.
tap. Any other battles brewing?
Ooh,
No,
Hoffner needed to
that
brake
is-
a little.
That's the only battle. Is Doctor Who
Yeah.
around the outside, looking around the outside into turn.
A bit more contact,
Oopsie.
Kelly and Doctor Who there. Oh, Doctor Who's tapped him into the wall.
Kelly,
Okay, that was naughty.
a little.
Flash of the lights there from KLF. But Doctor Who and De Hoffner through. Like we say, Kelly's still going to probably still going to score fourth place anyway.
Yeah.
Well, Ginger Bush is heading towards Spoon now. We might have a really cracking
Might have a good race too.
yeah.
Might have a good race too. But nobody has touched this man tonight. Ginger Bush, he's been on the podium 3 of the last 4 races he's done. It is going to be the first win of the evening for Ginger Bush. Fantastic race it has been for him. Through 130R. Brakes hard into the chicane. Monkey Boy disaster to his 200th race start here.
Happens, don't it?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
But Ginger
that's
Bush
a lot.
wins here at Suzuka. Great win for him, first of all. Dan looks like he's going to come for P2. And Sooty now means he's 1 podium away from that 50th. Ginger Bush wins the first race of the evening.
It should be
And for the
No, not yet. Not yet, no. Needs to outscore by 8 points in the night. Dan comes home for P2. Sooty is going to come across the line P3. De Hoffner will cross it P4. Sorry, Doctor Who will cross it P4. De Hoffner will cross in P5. And KLF will come across for P6, but it will P4 in the points. DJ Phil will get P5 in the points. Hypertech P6 for him in the points. with Noza back ahead of Daz. He's going to be P7. And Daz has had a horrid night.
That happens. You get the highs of winning last week and then crushing defeat the week after. It's how it happens.
Yeah.
So Noza P6, Noza P7. Daz will get P8. And Monkey Boy will come home for P9.
In Pro Am. P11 on the road.
Yeah, P11 on the road. P9 for Pro Am. Ginger Busho takes that first race win tonight. Dominant display from him.
I was right about Dan coming through the field as well.
Yeah, he was.
Not quite
He
the
was.
win.
Yeah.
No, not quite the win. Monkey Boy's 200th race didn't go the way he'd have wanted it to. But it is going to be, I believe as well, actually, that might confirm Bentley as manufacturers champions. We will be right back after a quick break. You'll be able to hear if Bentley are manufacturers champions. When we come back, don't go anywhere. After a quick break, you'll be able to hear if Bentley are manufacturers champions. When we come back, don't go anywhere. Right, running to the toilet.
I will get that one.
Back in a second.
I can't run. I'll fall over.
Oh, you sent me a friend request.
Yes.
Ah,
I hadn't had a Hungarian
on my
friend
way
on
to accept it.
on PSN for a while.
Slow shit.
Hello, Dan.
Hello. This is horrible. The thing is, we're testing and practicing in these conditions, and it's nothing like what the race is.
No, it's too early, isn't it? It's 4 degrees, 5 degrees,
it's
too warm to
ridiculous.
practice.
Yeah. Oh
In the
well.
practice. And by the time you get to the race, by the end of the race, it's like 11 degrees.
Yeah. I need a piss. Be right back.
Because I've already done the 45-minute race. I did it last night, didn't I? In the boat league. Kind of wished it rained. So Bandits jumped them. God, I've only ran out of fuel. If I even get third. Fucking smuggies. I think that one needs looking at. Not gonna lie. Well, no one was really in the right place, was it? It was a bit spaced out. Someone random.
Overtaker, the ride height was as fucking high as it pretty went. Dickhead. I was bottoming out all the fucking time.
Did you get my slide through 130R?
Maybe.
No.
Oh, did you not get it?
I don't know.
Did you get it, PN?
Oh, I may have watched it. Gingerbush did one as well.
I thought I was
130R.
right going in the wall, mate. I quickly loaded the traction control and just put my foot down. I think my rear right tyre pressure went about 29.5 after that.
I expect that was nice and warm tyre then for a little while, wasn't it?
Weird weather, isn't it, Dan?
Shit. I hate it.
Weird. It's weird. The car's doing things that are very, very strange. I close my eyes when I pass DJ Phil.
And what I'm playing, please don't hit me, please don't hit me, please don't hit me.
That's pretty much.
Must admit, every time I get near DJ Phil, it's like, please don't hit me.
I had a little giggle with Dan again, like we always do.
Love you too, Sabe.
We always have a giggle, don't we?
Yeah.
Well, they have to do something for comedic value.
Yeah, nearly chopped my fucking nose off. Oh, dances off again.
Holy sh...
Hold my beer.
What'd you call me?
Hold my beer. I wasn't telling you anything. Someone's typing furiously.
No, just me.
That's Matt.
No, Ripper just asked me a question. I saw on Dan's stream. I told him to DM it me. Just
What was the question?
Basically, why does SimGrid tables not match what we post? And that's purely simple answer. SimGrid changed the way they do the tables. So if you've not got your PSN ID next to your username, I can't change what points you're on. Flight pole positions. So, yeah, that's it really. He also said, why Sooty so shit? And that answer was easy, because he's probably not drank enough orange juice. Hi, Graham. Oh wait, no, is he just had internet drop out?
He's just an internet drop out, he's gone.
I think his internet's just gone, yeah, he's had the session as well.
That was weird timing, that was.
That was funny, that.
He ain't gonna get in for qualifying. Unless he gets in right now, I'm gonna have to extend the practice session for him.
Brr.
Yeah.
Oh, this setup feels better.
Ginger Bush was rapid, man.
I told you.
Helps when he starts a bowl.
That start was a bit gappy, wasn't it? As well. I think Monkey Boy confused everyone.
Yeah, what
because
happened with Monkey Boy?
Oh, his pedals died.
Don't Sam.
That's it.
We were like, oh, get in the pits. So he did. And I'm not putting the messages on the screen, Overtaker. It's annoying. It's off-putting. I can see it in the left-hand side of my eye, and I'm concentrating.
He needs to focus. It's under 4 weeks till Christmas.
Yeah, and Christmas is stressing me out.
Yeah. Already.
It's like 24
Always
days
stresses
till
me out.
Christmas.
I felt like it's been Christmas since fucking September, thanks to this prick in here.
PN, that's fucking... Why, PN? Fucking
Not
peenie.
PN. It's not fucking Peony, it's you fucking helmet.
Well, it's Ben then, innit? I don't know how to do with Christmas.
But I tell you what, 2 days ago I woke up and there was snow. And I was hearing
wow.
constantly you, Matt, saying Christmas, Christmas.
I woke up this morning and it was snow.
Christmas is here.
Yes. I'm good to
I
Europe
woke
next
up this
week and it
morning
looks
and I was
like
in my
it's
shorts.
landing in snow.
Yeah, of course it disappeared in the next 3 hours, but yeah, there was snow in the morning.
You know McLaren's had this... Oh no, Porsche just won, so Porsche has now... Yeah. McLaren was on the same wins as Porsche after Downlick last night.
Ooh.
Conditional formatting. It's 10. What's the next colour? Monkey Boy goes into the grey column. Final results. Dynaco Racing could still mathematically win this Constructors' Championship.
Yeah, I did ruin it, but I also ruined it by I was fucking turning up.
I was going to say, in all fairness, Audi was
Fuck,
always
she was
going
a
to
bit
lose
wide.
anyway. Oh shit, dog emergency for Sutty.
No, it fucking... What's it?
Dog emergency.
What did he say?
Dog emergency.
Oh.
So there will be no Sutty for this
Dog
second
emergency!
race.
Dog emergency!
You know you need to call for that one, don't you? Paw Patrol. Yes! Get the fucking Paw Patrol on the scene. Oh, that means your dad might overtake him for top 3. Kelly in the Pro next season? Right, sticking with PS4.
He's not had a single podium nor win. You really think he's gonna do well in Pro? If you told him he's going up in the Pro, he'd fucking probably come up to see you and knock you the fuck
Get the
out.
fuck out, yeah. In all fairness, if there was still enough PS4 drivers, we just ran one night of PS4 unstreamed.
Ow!
He'd technically be in Pro anyway. Right. Let's wait till we get closer to the time. Yeah, Bentley have won it. Although, yeah, Bentley have won it. Get in there. Yes!
Wasn't hard.
I've won something this season. I've contributed to winning something this year. Yes! Fucking get in! Come on! Fucking all me that was. Me and PN did all that.
Maybe a bit of help from Baraba.
Yeah, maybe a bit from Overtaker and Sutty. Right,
Where is
5.
Jag in the manufacturers?
Jag's P10 in a fight with BMW.
Then let's go.
Right, are we ready?
Yeah.
5, 4, 3. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Simplay Motorsport here for round 16 of the season. We have lost Sutty Apex. Dog emergency, so we hope all is well for Sutty Apex. There, we are down to the 10 drivers and for race 2. Bentley are your manufacturers' champions, and it is really thanks to Overtaker, Sutty Apex, PM Motorsport, Baraba, myself, and many others who have contributed to the Bentley to win that manufacturers' championship there. But there is 2 championships it can be decided this afternoon with Sutty having to pull out. Dynaco Racing now look like they're going to have to succumb to championship defeat to the Audio Sport drivers, and Dan, well, he only needs a handful of points over Daz in this one to win the Drivers' Championship and become a 7-time champion here at Simplay Motorsport. It is Dan who leads the way from Daz Automatic. Sutty is only 10 points clear of Kelly, so Kelly has the chance of getting himself onto that P4 spot. Sutty will now not get his 50th podium of the season. Hypertech is P5 with DJ Phil P6. Monkey Boy is P7 with Ginger Bush climbing up to P8. Kishenyukas 9th, Noza 10th, Dennis 11th, Ant, Lucas Roth, Cavalier, Leon Fernier, Moon, and it is Audio Sport from Dynaco with KD Racing, Greasy Bandit, Switchback Racing Team, and the worst pace scenario. We have only one driver in, and that one driver is this driver. Dan, second place. Obviously, Ginger Bush starting at the front was probably easy for him to get get away and build a good gap, but he still seemed a difficult driver to catch at the end of that race.
Oh, I wasn't catching him, no way. That Porsche was ridiculously quick around here. Yeah, fair play to Ginger Bush. He used his, I believe he was on pole, wasn't he?
Yeah, it was on pole, yep.
Yeah, he used that to great advantage, and off he went. Obviously, the rest of us were too busy trying to get through the pack, and to be honest, he had the raw pace anyway. Even when I came out the pits, I couldn't catch him, so he was pulling away, if anything, so yeah, fair play to him.
Right, P2 though for you. You had a good little fight with Sutty, it looked like, before Sutty jumped into the pits.
Yeah, I mean, Sutty, we always like a good little scrap between me and him, and yeah, we had a little ding-dong and trying to, put on a bit of a show. He nearly chopped my nose off coming into the pits, which was lovely of him. But yeah, no, it was, I love racing with Sutty, he's a great laugh.
Aston Martin, since you've gone to it, how is it?
Here, horrible.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
What's the problems with it tonight?
I think it's just the circuit, and just I keep bombing out. My ride height was wrong, so I could see sparks coming out the back of the thing. But yeah, I'm just not enjoying Suzuka. Never really been a fan of it. So it's just tricky. It's just tricky. Just trying to stay on track and be stable. That's the key.
Yeah, that is the key. Race 2 coming up. What are you looking for? Pole position and a race win to crown off your championship, or is it basically try and have a fight with Ginger Bush, because he looks like he's got some pace tonight?
You asked that question just as I go through 130, yeah? Yeah, just kind of, just get to near the front, have a battle with people. If I win, I win. If I don't, I don't. It's just, at the end of the day, just having a bit of fun in the Aston towards the end of the season and see what we can do.
Well, Dan, we wish you the best luck. We'll let you crack on with it as Dan goes provisional pole with a 2:02.1. Well done to Dan then at the minute. Well done to Ginger Bush for his race win. Ben, it was a fantastic race from Ginger Bush, really. He did what he did at the start and didn't look back.
Yeah, and the commentator's curse didn't work for the first time.
Yeah, didn't work. As Hypertech comes towards the line now, goes P2, 1.3 off the back of Dan, so he's a couple of tenths quicker than Daz. PN, Daz has a lot of work to do in this second race. He just didn't seem like he had outright pace in that first race.
No, maybe his pressures were wrong, because the temperatures for qualifying and practice are a lot warmer than it is for the race.
And would he have learnt anything from Monday night? Obviously, he raced the GT4s on Monday. Would he have learnt anything then going into tonight?
Well, yeah, hopefully that pump the tyres up as high as possible, really, because they are got to cool down.
Don't work.
Leon Fernie.
Was that Leon Fernie trying to come in? So hopefully Leon can get in at the end. Right, let me just DM him, so then hopefully he can come in.
Yeah, that was Leon trying to get in. Yeah, just pump them up ready to like 27 PSI. 27, 25, 7.5 PSI. And just hope they don't get too cold.
Exactly, so DJ fell crosses the line, P5. At the moment, car 73, that is Doctor Who, who's coming toward the line. Looked like he had good pace in race 1, a few mistakes cost him. Doctor Who to the line, goes provisional pole half a second quicker than Dan. Dan is the next car who will be at the line. That has possibly just been invalidated due to going wide at 130 odd. Hoffner will then be next in his Honda, on the Honda home circuit. Ben, Jaguar tomorrow night, what can you do around this track?
That's a good question because I didn't set up for these conditions. I just didn't have time for it. So it will be a mystery box event.
27.5 PSI.
Yeah.
De Hoffner towards the line now. What's he going to do as he puts in a lap time at the minute? Car 112 of Ginger Bush is behind him. De Hoffner goes P4. Here's your race 1 winner. Tops the timesheets. He's a second quicker than Dan. He's 4/10 quicker than Doctor Who. Ginger Bush on a real charge tonight.
Porsche's looking good.
Porsche, Gary, if you're listening, Porsche is looking good.
Yeah. Train of thought.
And I've just messaged him as well. Just thought I'd text him as well. Varta Racing, good luck drivers. Thank you, Varta. I saw you subscribed this morning. Thank you for the subscription. Apologies once again to our viewers for the camera angles. Obviously, the PS5 version on Sunday nights, we actually have the camera angles working. The PS4 edition has stopped working with its camera angles, so we have to apologise to our viewers for that. DJ Phil, currently 6.1 off the standings at the moment. And what will he be as he comes towards the line? 6.1 off at the moment. Will it be any more for DJ Phil as he comes to the line now? 5.5, so he improves. Car 21, that is De Hoffner. What can he do?
Fond memories, this is it.
Yeah?
Especially when we first ran it.
You took pole position here in the Formula 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
Where you can take 130R flat.
You
because
can
you've
take
got
130. Yeah, exactly.
In GT4s, you either downshift or lift.
So I messaged Gary, Porsche good here, and he's just replied with good, haha. Trouble is, decent pilot behind the wheel. Indeed it would be, Gary. De Hoffner coming round towards the line now. Doctor Who is in the pits, 4/10 off the lap, back of the pole time. Car 4 is Monkey Boy, will be the next one to the line after De Hoffner. De Hoffner goes up to P4, 1.6 off the back. Monkey Boy's 2.9. What will he be able to do round here?
As Leon's still trying to get in, but it won't let him in until qualifying ends.
Mike Matthews in the chat. Peaceful explosion. 201 dead. Wow, that is fast pace. Best Gary is watching for this.
Oh,
Might want to message Ginger Bush for his Porsche setup as Monkey Boy moves up to P6. It's Daz behind him then who moves up to P4. Now in his Audi, the next car on a valid lap is car 21 of De Hoffner. No one else on a valid lap yet.
I just saw Noza lose it through Dunlop heading into Degner. That was all levels or sideways. It was like he's doing the RAC rally. It's still a thing because it's Roger Albert Clark rally and it was ran for 4 or 5 days over that weekend.
Knows his shit to get a lap time in.
And Ollie Solberg, son of 2003 World Rally Champions Peter Solberg, crashed it on the last stage whilst leading
Brilliant.
in a Mark II Escort.
Brilliant. De Hoffner a little wiggly through Spoon. And down the start straight he comes now.
Kelly's having a picnic under the bridge.
Kelly P4, I'm sure he'll be happy with that result in race 1.
Yeah, probably not happy with the little bit of contact through turns 2 and 3.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll be happy with that. Oh, I think Benny was about to say something, but he's also trying to thought. I do that all the time.
I was not.
Ginger Bush coming to the line here then. As down towards the line he goes. Can he improve on his 221 dead? 201 dead, sorry. No, he does not. Next car to line will be Daz. Ben, Porsche looking mighty quick at the minute. A second quicker than Dan in his Aston Martin.
Yeah. Maybe the Aston Martin isn't that bad at all.
Dan needs 6/10 to get onto the back of Doctor Who. As round the final corner he comes, down towards the start line. What can Unorthodox do in that Aston Martin then?
No.
Any improvement from Dan?
Oh, he did.
Yes, goes within 3/10, goes to P2. Next car to the line is car 53 of DJ Phil.
73 was across the line. Doctor Who.
Yeah, but his lap time was invalid on my screen.
Oh,
Leon's still trying to get into the session. We don't know why it's doing this lately, because that was another
It's
thing
done
that
this all the
happened
time.
lately.
No, it's done this all the
He's
time.
in.
Nope, he's gone.
Oh,
he's,
and
lit-
he's not.
he's literally going to have to get in right at the very end of the session. As DJ Phil improves a little bit, but doesn't improve enough to change his place. Next call will be Noza to put in a valid lap. What can Noza do?
Well, this is probably having the same struggles that Dan is with the Aston around
Yeah.
here.
Makes you wonder, doesn't it, if he is?
You know, if I subbed in, I would have dragged out the V12 Aston just for the giggle, just for the noise as well. I think Nose is invalidated. No, he isn't. He's still valid.
Yeah, still valid.
Close.
He's still valid, and it's Ginger Bush who's going to be next to the line. Kelly's not had the pace here at the minute. Noza to the line goes P9. Ginger Bush will be the next man to complete lap. I don't even think we've been on Kelly in this qualifying session. He's at turn 1 at the moment. 1 minute 50 left, so drivers will be on their final runs or starting their final runs. Here comes Ginger Bush towards the line. Improves a small amount, 15 thousandths of a second he improves. So 3.5 tenths Dan needs, and Ginger Bush is going to be done for qualifying. He doesn't think he can get more out of it.
No. And speaking of Mike, and GT Force on Monday had a cracking couple of races.
Didn't he just?
Winning a P2? Be happy with that. Isn't it funny that GT Force and NAM with reserve drivers are doing quite well?
Yeah. Here comes Doctor Who. Can he take pole away from Ginger Bush? No, he can't. Doesn't improve at all. Dan starts one flying lap as well. For car 53, that's DJ Phil.
I'm gonna watch Dan.
So you're on Dan. Ginger Bush in the pits, Toffner in the pits, Hypertech, Monkey Boy, and Nose are all in the pits. DJ Phil might get one more lap in here, you know.
Should do. But it's a different line than what we have in Formula 1.
Yeah.
Formula 1, Formula 2. Because normally it's now where DJ Phil crosses, that's the start-finish line.
Yeah. So here comes DJ Phil. No improvement at that time. Can Kelly get one more run in? I don't think he will. And that's going to be invalid.
Yep. What
Only
a surface Suzuka is. What a surface.
Will Kelly get one final run in? This is the biggest thing. Leon Fernie is now in. He might actually be able to be in from now on. Kelly's got 7 seconds to get there. I don't think Kelly is going to get to line. 3, 2, 1. No, Kelly's done. So Kelly will not get another lap in. It looks like Leon Fernie is in, so it is just Daz and Dan. Nope, Leon Fernie's gone. He should be able to get back in now, to be fair. It is Daz and Dan.
And Dan is doing okay.
Well, here comes Daz. Through the chicane. Rounds the final bend. 1.3 seconds Daz needs to be up on his time to get a better lap in, to move himself up the leaderboard. Needs 9 tenths per second to go above Doctor Who. Can he take provisional pole? Daz? No, improves, but not enough to move him up the order. What about Unorthodox here then? Is it going to be enough for Dan to take pole position, or will Ginger Bush be pole position? It's Dan by 2.5 tenths of a second from Ginger Bush. What a result that is.
Out the death throes of the session.
Absolutely fantastic, that. Absolutely fantastic.
It would be
Left
nice
it.
to see fight these two.
Yeah.
And it's another point.
It's another point to take away from Daz in this championship fight, you're right. What a result there for Dan.
Yeah. as I think my GT4 Aston swallowed the Hoffner's, no, DJ Phil's Honda, I believe.
So Leon Fairley should be able to get in now.
Yeah, he's got a minute to get in. No setup or anything like that, unfortunately. Literally get in, hit
Leon.
drive. Could be worse.
Leon
Could
is
be
showing
30
signs of life.
The 30 seconds we have on PS5 version at the moment is really like, "Woo, I hope I got the right setup in the car."
Yeah, and you can't change that either at the moment, so it's a little annoying.
It's literally, right, I led for my qualifying run early so I could make sure I got the race setup loaded.
Right, so 30 seconds. Leon Fernie has got himself in, so he'll be able to get the race underway.
Yep, there's Leon's McLaren alongside.
And he dropped the car.
Jag. So he's ready to go.
It looks like.
Look at all the rubber build up on the inside of Leon's car actually is.
Yeah,
Great
you can
detail.
see it on the inside of DJ of the Hoffners. It's it's quite a hefty amount there. But like I say, it's another point taken away from Daz. So Daz needs to outscore Dan. Daz needs to outscore Dan by 8 or more points to stay in this championship fight.
But yeah, when you said Bentley's one of the young manufacturers, I was having a quiet cheer to myself. My 2 wins and Am have really contributed for that. Oh, by phone. Leon's not moving again.
Oh no.
No.
But he dropped the car, so he was kinda ready, I think.
He was moving backwards. Was he pressing the wrong pedal?
but-
He's going backwards again.
Has he got-
has
he had
a
wheel-
pedal issue?
Yeah, he had problems the other month, didn't he? At Hungaroring, he had problems, if I remember.
Yeah.
Right.
If I was him, I'd just go to the pits now and try to sort it out. Because his car's going to be there when they come round.
Yeah, but it will still be ghosted because they're not at the line.
Oh, now he goes.
He's
Oh, there we go. Yeah, there we go. So he's moving now. Right, he's going to be bouncing off the limiter till he gets there. That's going to be a shame for him.
He's got to have lovely warm tyres though, because he can just literally
Yes,
bounce
true.
off the limiter to get that ground.
Yeah.
In Am last night, the track temperature dropped to 11 degrees C.
Yeah, it did him GT4s on Monday night.
And I've done a little bit of rough testing, closest city to Nürburgring is Cologne, by the way, Matt. For
I think I found somewhere a little closer than Cologne, sorry.
that was like 1 degree. It's not going to be warm at the Nürburgring.
Yeah.
So, for more evening race, check out for Sunday night for when we go to Donington Park for the PS5. Also got to be probably quite cold and wet.
Well, we don't know. I don't know if it's wet yet. Actually, let's have a look if it is wet, shall we? Donington Park. I'm not sure what Daz is doing. Mike? Leon Fernie, though. Oh, he stopped again.
Oh, did he?
He's moving again, his stop's moving.
So if we look at the AccuWeather for Donington Park, at the minute, it looks clear.
So cold and clear.
Cloudy.
Cloudy.
So like cloud cover of 100%, so it's like heavy cloud. Chance of rain, 25%.
It's got to rain.
No, not necessarily. Not necessarily.
But the 296 is a beautiful car to drive.
Yeah, so in the evening
Whatever.
time, as they come to the chicane, just looking at the weather here, obviously Mike sets the weather on a Thursday night, locks it in, which isn't looking great, let me tell you that. In the evening, 65% chance of rain, 100% cloud cover. Bosh.
Yeah.
Bosh. Right, we're rounding the start line. Daz is still inside Doctor Who here, not sure why. Doctor Who's gone to the left, he's the car in front. Gone to the right. Daz really should be going to the left now. Leon Fernie is still moving towards 130R.
Again,
And it's green and go, and Ginger Bush looks like he's got a good launch here over Unorthodox as he already leads into turn 1. Doctor Who's now going to attack Dan into turn 1, is he? No. Daz and Doctor Who get side by side. Daz and Doctor Who touch a little bit. Hoffner's up the inside of Daz now. Hypertex looking up the inside of Daz. Where's Monkey Boy and Kelly? They're not really in this fight a minute. Daz comes back. Hypertex goes back up the inside of De Hoffner. And Daz back through to where he was at the start of this race. Oh, and noses tap Monkey and taps him again.
Oh.
And Leon Fernie, after all this, by the way, is going at racing speed, so...
But yes, we've
Not the
really,
luckiest
really
race
got
for
a small
Monkey.
size.
Nah, Monkey Boy's not had the luckiest race in the world here. As Dan here, now back behind Ginger Bush once again.
But luckily, Dan loves a 911, so he won't mind looking at the back of that Porsche in front of him.
Yeah, exactly. To be fair, Dan's won in the Porsche and has raced in the Lamborghini. So Doctor Who P3, Daz is 4th, with De Hoffner 5th, Hypertech 6th, Nose is 7th, Kelly's up to 8th, DJ Phil 9th, Monkey Boy's 10th, Leon Fernie is still going, but it's Daz who's trying to hunt down Doctor Who. Doctor Who will be looking to get on the back of Dan and Ginger Bush here. Dan trying to stick with Ginger Bush, and at the minute, Dan just losing a little bit to Ginger Bush. Ginger Bush could have a very good night here.
He could. I've just watched him put the power down, and that Porsche is really hooking up quite nicely.
Yeah,
with putting
I
the
think
power
Gary
down.
ought to be messaging him any tips for that Porsche. Look at it. He looks like he's gained so much through Spoon.
Yeah, it's just squatting nicely and putting the power down. Dan was just lagging on my screen then. I hope.
Oh, he's wide. Oh, he's lagging. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
just been on board. Dan's lagging. Yeah, Dan's got a bit of lag here.
that wasn't just me then.
No.
Oh, he's in the wall. Oh,
No, he's not. Right, both of you stop watching Dan as he's now taking off. Dan is all over the place as we're on board Doctor Who. De Hoffner trying to gain on
he's
Daz.
good.
He's got Hypertech trying to gain on him. Pit lane is open. Leon Fernie at 130 on Monkey Boy at the chicane. So it is Ginger Bush from Dan from Doctor Who at the minute. He was 6/10 behind on Orthodubs. Whether he can predict where Unorthodubs is or not, I'm not sure. De Hoffner very, very wide at turn 1. Ben, Ginger Bush looks like he's already settling into a rhythm.
Yeah, Ginger Bush looks like really good in this race. And I almost started cursing my internet connection, but I think it's Dan.
Yeah. It's 100% Dan because he's gone red
It was all three of us.
on the screen. You look at his little spike, but he is red. We're going to
And
stay
also
off of
three
Dan.
us thought,
We're going to stay off of him,
Yeah.
and we're not going to watch Dan. As Doctor Who has apparently passed Dan, but no, he hasn't. Dan's back in front. But Hypertech is right up the rear wing of De Hoffner.
Hypertex having a bit better week this week. Well, he
Yeah.
had the podium in race 1 in Laguna.
He
Yeah,
just
he was second,
Hypertech seems
wasn't
to be wrong place, wrong time a lot of the time.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it seems to be that way on a Sunday night as well, PM. Like, he got punted off by the cranky duckhead, who was on 2 wheels. At a part of the track I didn't realise was actually raised.
For more on 2 wheels. Back to Carl Army and through the crocodile. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's at least got a raised curb. I didn't realise that the other one had. Dan has got, I'm just looking at Dan's stream. Dan has got cars lagging all over on his screen. I don't know if Dan thinks it's them.
Yeah.
It's not. It is Dan.
It's Dan. Dan's definitely got a full red bar now.
Dan is now within 6/10 of Ginger Bush. Yeah. We're watching from Doctor
Imagine
Who.
the view from Doctor Who.
Yeah, well, I'm watching the view
Imagine-
from Doctor Who, and his car is bouncing all over the place here.
Yeah.
Kelly's
The
5 cents
scariest
a second behind
experience
Nigel.
ever.
Yeah, watching KLF now. So the other Audio Sport car, when Audio Sport and Dan can win the championships, it's not looking so good at the minute.
It's just a miracle itself that Dan is still in this lobby.
Yeah,
Maybe
I think-
it's his internet struggling, streaming both to YouTube and Twitch.
yeah, potentially so.
Yeah.
Hard on the brakes down into turn 1. Kelly looking to get past Noza. Don't forget this will be for P3, 4, 5, 6 at the minute. This will be. Oh, that's Hypertech off actually. Just
Yeah.
before the snake, Hypertech's gone off. So Noza will now technically move up into Pro and P4.
Yeah. As we got Benny here, but he was in the chat on Monday. We were talking about the infamous Formula One races that have happened here as well. You know, the Senna Prost a couple of times.
Oh, it happened immediately.
Yeah. And but when Schumacher stalled it one year in '98, and then the engine failed anyway. So that was another
Yeah.
lost title for the Michael.
Noza and Hypertech side by side towards the hairpin. Hypertech gets the move back done on his teammate as Kelly now looks to tuck underneath Noza out the hairpin. Can he get the momentum out the corner? No, he can't. Aston Martin stays ahead. Dan's internet looks like it's settled a little bit now.
Yeah, it has. He might have turned something off.
Noza looks a little slidey, Ben, watching Kelly here. That rear end of Noza just steps out a little bit. Oh, steps out a lot coming through Spoon, but Kelly drifted a little wide. He understeered a little wide there. Kelly had nowhere to go. Didn't touch him, but couldn't get past him. Now he looks left and right. Noza straight line speed a lot better than Kelly's in that McLaren, Ben.
Yeah. Maybe he went for the straight with his setup.
Possibly slow.
But I
So,
wouldn't do that.
no, not round here. Too many corners around here. Kelly in, right, left. 38 minutes gone. It's a lot quieter, Pierre, than the 9 drivers on track of the other night.
Yeah, well, the GT4s are great fun.
Yeah.
Great fun. Left aero. Everything's more mechanical grip from the tyre, which takes forever to warm up.
Track.
Cool.
Track temp down to 12 degrees as Noza's rear end still stepping out here on KLF. Monkey Boy's just crossed the line now. Fernie's at 130 off. At the end of the day, this is points for Leon Fernie. It's points in the bag.
I think he misses race 1 because he's working, isn't he?
No, he had an operation on his toe apparently today.
I've been there and done that. I've had 2 ingrown toenails on both my big toes.
Oh, lovely.
That was not. And I had them operated on when I was 17. That was not pleasant.
Kelly's lost out a lot of time through the snake to Noza as they come through Donlop. Ben, Noza just every now and again just seems to struggle. Hypertech has left them two though. He's now trying to hump back down to Hoffner.
Got quite a good place.
Who knows about a bit in Dagna.
Oh, Monkey Boy's on the rear of DJ Phil.
Best friend, DJ Phil. I think he was watching his best friend Dean last night as well.
Well, Monkey's past DJ Phil.
Yeah, gets past him. Good move at the hairpin then. So Monkey Boy through another place. Yeah, how laggy is Dan? Mike, that takes it back to like Jamie Brazier days of Project Cause 2. Doctor Who's within a second of Dan. Ginger Bush. Actually, Ginger Bush looks a little closer to Dan as well. So has Ginger Bush had a problem through 130R?
Possibly. He might have had another little sideways moment.
Slidey things.
Well, let's take a look at the gap as they come towards the line. Ginger Bush was 1.6. That gap's now down to 1.4. So no, not too close. And Doctor Who's gap opens back up as Kelly. Oh, he's having to cut the chicane here. Stays offline. Is lifting and lets Noza back through, so has clearly missed his brakes at the chicane. As DJ Phil now misses his brakes at the chicane.
But Phil did that in GT4s as well a few times. Missed his brakes into the chicane. Then again, though, in the GT4 Audi, I'm not surprised because the brakes aren't great in that car.
Noza wide on the exit of turn 1. But Kelly's not close enough to take advantage of that at the minute. How is Leon getting on? He's at 130R now. DJ Phil's at turn 1, so he's possibly slowly gaining.
slowly.
We're set to
plays
one
here
time,
and-
just before the Degners, just after Dunlop. So we'll get to see what he is to DJ Phil as he crosses the line. Kelly's really on the back wing and Noser now towards the Degners they come. Here comes Leon Fernie towards that start line. What is the gap? 34 seconds. We keep our eyes on Leon Fernie. Catch. Pit window opens in 3 minutes. And Kelly right on the back wing of Noser here. I think Noser was just flashing his lights a minute then.
Monkey Boys.
Oh, he's gone deep. Noser's gone very deep. Yeah, Noser's gone very deep. Loses at KLF. Monkey Boy, the next person to catch him. KLF will not need a second invite. He's now going to head after Hypertech. Hypertech P4 in class. Kelly's now P5. Sorry, P6. No, he is P5. The standings haven't updated. Apologies. So he will be P5. Dan to Ginger Bush. Still 1.4 seconds. Ginger Bush just maintaining that gap to Dan, Ben.
Yeah. Actually, in the first part of the race he pulled away a bit, but now it's just the same gap lap by lap.
Leon Fernie actually lost 3 seconds through Sector 1 to DJ Phil. As DJ Phil's now coming to Sector 2. Leon's coming through the hairpin. So Kelly can hunt down after Noser. Monkey Boy will be the next car to catch Noser. PN, do we think he can do it?
Ooh, he should be able to, because Noser's not happy with that Aston tonight. That Aston does not look happy.
No, he's had it stepped out a little bit more, hasn't he, Ben?
Yeah, and I clicked on KLF. KLF is like
he's off, yeah. He's off, and that is going to allow Noser through. And Monkey Boy's not a million miles away, so Kelly doesn't let him back through, but Kelly invites Noser to come and play a little bit more. Dan's lost out time to Ginger Bush here. And Monkey Boy now looking at 2 places on his 201st race appearance.
Yeah, hey, be interested to see if Monkey can do it in the lone Bentley. I hope whatever's happened emergency-wise will say he's okay and everything is okay there.
Just to say, that was Aston Martin's second ever pole position, thanks to Dan there. It now has more than the Nissan and the Lexus and is tied with Dan's Chevrolet. So there you go. So Dan's tied Aston Martin and Chevrolet together this season, has put them both at a Lexus and Nissan. And with 2 more qualifyings left for the Chevrolet and the Aston Martin, both can be tied with the Renault at the end of this season.
Yeah, we haven't. Well, unless Kashanika comes back, and then that'll be another Lexus back. Dan's 4 pole positions away from 50 as well, as Dan has got the gap down. He's brought it down to 1.3. In fact, he's been passed. In fact, no, where's Ginger Bush? What has happened? Ginger Bush is down to 5th. Doctor Who has passed Dan as well.
Okay,
And Ginger Bush is down to 5th place. Go to the replays, Ben, because we was too busy watching Monkey Boy KLF and Noser
I could go that.
that we've missed what has happened to Ginger Bush. Pit window opens. And Noser can be the first one to dive into the pit lane. And does. Kelly follows. Monkey follows. Oh, Monkey! Ooh, touched the grass and nearly went into the wall. What is DJ Phil going to do here? He's going to stay out. Leon Fernie. What will he do? Sedan was 1.5 ahead of Doctor Who, and he's now 6/10 behind him. What has happened to the 2 leaders?
I'm now looking.
Ginger lost it on its own.
What happened to Dan and Doctor Who then to get past?
I don't know. Ginger lost it at the 200R.
130R. Right.
Not 130, 200.
Which one's the
After
200?
the hairpin.
Ah.
After the hairpin.
Is that little... Right, okay. Leon Fernie pits. Right, so everybody stays out. So find out what happened to Dan and Doctor Who. So Ginger, big moment then. I wonder if he's got any damage on his car. He'd already passed the pit lane. He's now got to catch to Hoffner, Daz, and Unorthodox. But Daz needs to outscore Dan by 8 points tonight. Dan is technically going to be your Pro-Am winner with Doctor Who not scoring. So, realistically...
Dan lost at Degner. He was very wide at Degner.
Yeah.
Right, so that's how Doctor Who got past them.
And then Gingerbush lost it at
200R.
200R.
Dan gaining on the back of Doctor Who, Monkey Boy, KLF, and in fact Kelly, I think jumped nose are in the pits. Kelly has jumped nose are in the pits by some margin. Leon Fernie still in the pits. Doctor Who is pitted. Dan stays out. Here comes Daz. He stays out. De Hoffner. He's going to stay out. Will Ginger Bush pit? Does he have damage on his car? Well, he's going to stay out. No, he's going to stay out here. Ben, did he hit anything when you saw?
I don't think he just take too much curb and he lost it.
Right.
Maybe
so
a
there
little
we go.
tough with the wall, but it isn't that much.
Hypertech into the pits as well. DJ Phil's coming up to 130R. Where's Kelly? Just coming up to the hairpin now. So Dan leads this race from Daz, from De Hoffner, from Ginger Bush. Ginger Bush out. His Porsche trying to hunt down the Honda. It'd be a shame for Ginger Bush because he had a good lead in this race.
Yeah, and the potential win again.
That's not over yet, though.
Yeah.
He's got the pace. Right, Doctor Who is away.
I think he has a chance to win this race now.
Dan? Or Doctor Who?
Yeah, Doctor Who.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think he could have the chance to win this race, especially if he comes out in clear air, and he has done by quite the mile. Kelly will not be ahead of Hypertech then, but will jump ahead of DJ Phil, who's behind DJ Phil. Phil's longer pit stop. Where's Hypertech? He's just going into turn one now. Kelly will be ahead of DJ Phil, as will Noza. In fact, no, sorry, apologies. He was already ahead of Monkey Boy because Monkey Boy passed DJ Phil earlier in the race. Where's Leon Fernie? He's wide at Spoon, but will possibly be a little bit closer to DJ Phil as Phil comes off the limiter now. Dan stays out on track. Will Dan pit next lap? That's going to be the interesting one. As De Hoffner's catching Daz, and Ginger Bush is definitely catching De Hoffner. Ginger Bush now wants to win another race. He's got a task on his hand if he's to catch Dan.
Yep.
Yep.
But it can be done. We've seen that it's still 28 minutes of this race to drive. Anything's possible. But remember to like, comment, subscribe.
So as we come through turn one, Ginger Bush 3.8 off the back of De Hoffner. De Hoffner's got the gap down to 2.9 to Daz Automatic. Daz just hasn't had the pace tonight, Ben.
Yeah. And of course the little twitchy moments like in Dagner.
Yeah,
He could
Daz,
have taken the lead if he didn't have that mistake.
Daz into Degner now, just seems like he's just got worse, and not got worse, but struggled more in that Audi as the season's gone on. De Hoffner very wide at Degner's. Ginger Bush comes in. De Hoffner stays well off the racing line, and Ginger Bush back up to P3. He can now hunt after Daz Automatic, but PN Daz just seems to have not got worse himself, but the Audi just seems to not be favouring him these later parts of the season.
No, I think it's for cooler temperatures as well. We're getting now. Visano might be quite warm still, but because it's during the day.
Yeah,
And
that's
in
true.
Italy.
Monkey Boy, closest battle on track, 2.1 off the back of Noza. Dan's coming up to 130R. He has just cleared, I believe, DJ Phil. Yeah, he has just cleared DJ Phil, so he's got a bit of traffic in front. He's got about 14 seconds worth of clear air before he hits Monkey Boy. But will Dan decide to pit this lap knowing that the traffic is around? Ginger Bush 5.4 off the back of Daz. Daz 8.1 off the back of Dan. Dan's in.
Bit.
Yeah. So knowing that traffic's around, Dan's coming into the pits. What will Daz do?
Well,
Dad's going to stay. No, he's going to stay out.
very wide though.
Almost had a Montoya moment.
Oh, Montoya.
Ginger Bush stays out, as does De Hoffner. So now we turn our attention to Doctor Who in terms of Dan's pit stop. When is Dan stationary? Long pit lane this.
Quite
Dan,
long. Not
not-
Spa.
No, nowhere near as long as Spa. Or Mizano, to be fair. Mizano's a pretty long
Or
one. Dan's
Laguna.
stationary now. Dan stationary now. Exit a spoon, Doctor Who. Ben, keep your eyes on Dan. We will watch Doctor Who coming round 1:30R in a moment. If this was the Project Cars 2 version, you'd say Doctor Who will get past Dan, no problem. But this version has the chicane involved, meaning that you go really slow to get through the chicane. Right, left. Dan's yet to go green. Dan is yet to go green. Doctor Who comes round that little bend. Dan goes green now. He's away now. Doctor Who's going to be up to full speed before Danny's off the limiter. Where does Dan appear from the pit wall? There he is. Does Doctor Who have the legs? I don't think he does. I think Dan has done just enough to stay in the lead. That he has, look. As Doctor Who goes very wide towards turn 2, and Doctor Who will now have to hunt down Dan again. Monkey Boy has got past Noser, so Monkey Boy moves up another place. Leon's got the gap down 31 seconds to DJ Phil. So now then, Ginger Bush, who's half to the time to Daz in a lap and a half. What can you do here?
So now Dan officially took the lead.
Net lead, yeah, I'd say so. Yeah.
Net lead, this depends how long Ginger Bush stays out.
Yeah, Ginger Bush could stay out and go long.
Because you don't have to cross, as long as you cross that pit entry line before the time limit runs out, it'll be classed as a pit stop.
Daz has gone deep, Daz has missed the chicane by a mile. Does he box? He does box. Ginger Bush, he's going to stay out. I think Ginger Bush is going long here. Now, Dan's got to get his tyres up to pressures and temperatures. Doctor Who's right on the back of him, who's already got warm tyres. Well, warm air. But for Doctor Who, if this was GT4, Doctor Who would be all over him like a cheap suit.
Yeah. Well, probably past him, actually.
Yeah.
Well, Dan's very tentative at the moment.
He is. He's still, look, you see him just warming the tyres up to get the heat. De Hoffner stayed out as well. Also, Kelly's only 3.4 off the back of Hypertech, so Kelly's coming. Leon Fernie's catching DJ Phil. Took another second out of him through that sector. Dan's very wide.
Dan's very wide.
Because he didn't lift, he looked like he kept that pin.
No, I think he lifted, because Doctor Who is a lot closer.
At the chicane.
Yeah, Dan's struggling because his tyres aren't up to pressure. Dan is struggling. And Doctor Who flying at the moment. 5.2, Ginger Bush opens the gap up to De Hoffner. Can Doctor Who get past Dan? Yeah, no track limits, no time gain. So Dan must have lifted, it says on his stream. Let's have a quick look.
Yeah.
Daz fine, Dan fine, Daz fine, Hypertech fine, Monkey Boy fine. Nobody has track limit warnings, but Dan clearly struggling with tyre warm up here.
Yeah, and now Doctor Who is in the dirty air, I'll be asking. And he asked him, what's a small car?
No. Big rear wing.
Massive.
Great, that dirty air. Not as big as the M4.
Well.
Have you seen Bugden House Force Motorsports going to run the new GT3 as
No.
next year? They've ditched the BMW.
Ah, nice. British GT, that isn't it?
No, they're GT World Challenge.
World Challenge.
Therefore, Nürburgring 24 hours.
Right, halfway through the race, Doctor Who within half second of unorthodox. Ben, do you think Doctor Who can do this?
Yeah, he has a chance, but of course Dan knows what that Lambo is capable of.
I suppose as well, Dan knows that Doctor Who won't be scoring any points, so it's about putting on a show for Dan, really.
And that is the other thing.
The Hoffman's in.
De Hoffner's in, Ginger Bush stays out. Right, so this is going to give us a gap between Dan and Ginger Bush here. So this was give us like a reference point for the pit stops. Kelly's got the gap down to 3 seconds to Hypertech, so Kelly is gaining a 10th here or there on Hypertech.
Dan went to the inside a bit before 130R.
Yeah, I thought he was looking to defend there.
He's
He's wide again. Leon Fernie gapped 30.9 still to DJ Phil. Hard on the brakes into the chicane. Dan gets the chicane right this time. Still no time gained on his stream. Dan's struggling though to get his tyres up.
Yeah. Well, mid-engine's a bit better balanced really.
Yeah.
Well.
Oh, Doctor Who pulls out. Is he going to have a look up the inside? No, it's just a look. Nothing to worry Dan just yet.
Still Dan's mirrors. But Dan's a 6-time champion.
De Hoffner's away, by the way. De Hoffner is going to lose out and has lost out to Daz. So this will now, through the next sector time, as Leon Fernie has to get down to 29 seconds, this will give us a good reference point to Dan and Ginger Bush. Kelly's got the gap down to 2.7 to Hypertech, so keep your eyes on that, as that's a battle for 4th in this Pro-Am race.
Yeah, and tell you what, this little scrap between Dan and Hofner is helping Ginger.
Yeah. This will be helping Ginger. Whatever Dan has to defend from Doctor Who, he's really going to be helping him. What's the gap? Can't actually see the gap because Ginger's already at the final chicane. He's still got 8 minutes, just under 8 minutes left for his pit stop, so he can actually keep going. He's boxing now.
Oh, no. And now he has a chance. There. Hofner just punted him.
Doctor Who just put
He's waiting. He's waiting.
Yeah.
Dan's away. Daz is now going to be close. Now, does that help Ginger Bush?
In the pits.
Yeah, Ginger was coming in anyway. Just as I just turned to Ginger on stream, as the minute you said that Dan had been hit by Doctor Who. Right, so Dan with damage. Ginger, not even stationary yet. He is now. Oh dear.
Close again.
Well, I mean, at the minute, I do believe if it stays this way, let me just double check.
Oh, Dan had a lucky moment again, I think.
If it stays as it is with Ginger Bush winning the race, Daz would, yes, be champion. So Daz has to outscore Dan. Ginger Bush is now away. He's not yet moving. Dan's coming round the bend. Ginger Bush. When's he coming off the limiter? Where's Dan? Ginger Bush off the limiter now. There's unorthodox. Does Dan have enough? I don't think he does. He's going to look around the outside. No, he brakes hard. Ginger leads this race. Right then. That throws a spanner in the works. KLF, by the way, within 1.6 of Hypertech. Very wide at 130R. Monkey within 1.1 of KLF. So a little three-way battle developing there. Now, Dan has the upper hand over Ginger Bush. His tyres are nice and warm. Ginger Bush's won't be, PM. All right. Ginger Bush's tyres won't be warm, will they, Ben?
Well, we could see at Dan that warming these tyres up is quite difficult, so...
As Monkey Boy's on the back of KLF.
Ginger sliding a bit.
Through turn 1. You keep your eyes on Ginger Bush and Dan wedges down to the Monkey Boy KLF battle. That's a little closer at the minute as Kelly's trying to catch onto the rear wing of Hypertech as well. Jump back to the leaders. Bigger gap there. So Monkey Boy trying to get past KLF. Oh, Kelly a little wide through Dunlop. Monkey a little wiggle through Dunlop. This is going to allow Hypertech to pull away a little bit here. But Ginger Bush at the minute just extending that gap. Monkey right on the back of Kelly, Ben. Is he going to have a look at the hairpin? No, he actually braked in that right-hand kink there. So Monkey early on the brake, really early on the brakes here, to be fair, Ben.
Yeah, he could have launched it.
Kelly's lost half a second nearly to Hypertech. The defending of Kelly. Kelly defending from Monkey Boy has lost him out to Hypertech. And that's for P4 in the Pro-Am results. Now obviously De Hoffner and Doctor Who will not score. But it does count their stats of race starts.
Ginger actually might have extended his lead a little bit.
Just a couple of tenths. Kelly, oh, he's messed up the chicane. Messed up the chicane. He doesn't want to do that. Kelly 1.4 off the back of Hypertech. Monkey Boy 9 tenths off the back of Kelly. Kelly a little wiggle mid corner once again. Dan pulls a tenth back on Ginger Bush as he brakes hard into the hairpin. Doctor Who, by the way, has just not kept up with Dan since that moment. Daz 4 seconds off the back. Daz has had no pace tonight, then.
Yeah, not really.
Not sure where we've lost PN to.
Yeah, that's
I
the
was
other
on
question.
mute.
Ah, there we go.
Because I was drinking.
He's back. So Monkey Boy catching Kelly. Kelly catching Hypertech. Dan trying to catch Ginger Bush. 15 minutes left to go in this race. Who is going to win it, gentlemen?
Ooh, it's a difficult question because Dan is closing in a bit.
He's gained another 10th in that final sector. Middle sector, sorry. As Leon Fernie's back in.
They've dropped Doctor Who now. He's about 3 seconds back behind Dan.
Ooh.
And Monkey
Dan
Boy's
had a
dropped off the
horrible
back
run.
of Kelly, by the way. He was 8 tenths. He's now dropped off the back. Kelly's lost a bit of time to Hypertech. In fact, Kelly looks like he's gained a bit of time to Hypertech than the 1.7 it was.
Yeah,
easy to
and
chase
then
in
took
the
a bit
future.
too much curb. And then
He's
lost 5
1.1,
tenths.
yeah, he's 1.1 behind now.
It's ebbing and flowing, as you.
It is for this 6th, 7th, 8th battle between Hypertech, Monkey Boy and KLF, that is for sure. That is for sure.
3 different manufacturers.
Yep. Monkey Boy
Whoa,
very
that's
wide
wide
through
for me.
130R.
Oh, Monkey Boy.
And Kelly will want that P4 in class, won't he? He'll definitely want it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
For Leon Fernie as well, by the way. He only needs 3 more races after tonight to make his 100th appearance. That's the next closest milestone. No, it's not. Gary's is. Because if Gary raced on Sunday, at Donington, it'd be his 300th race. Someone
Double
may
bogey.
have
That's a
to
lot.
encourage him. Someone may have to encourage him.
Gary Donington,
Yeah.
British track.
British track in the evening. Go the BMW M4, or if you've got the new Porsche 992, treat yourself, Gary. As
A
Kelly,
week later,
it's your home snit, you know. Or do the GT4s on Monday night.
Yeah.
Or it'll be race 1 next week, and that'll be that. Right. Kelly getting within 4 tenths of a second now of Hypertech. So Kelly really looking to charge here late on in this race.
Dan
He's losing time.
Yeah, but he's not losing time to Doctor Who either. So Doctor Who's struggling as well.
Yeah.
And Daz isn't catching Doctor Who, and De Hoffner's not catching them. So, yeah.
And
Is it-
Maybe Ginger who
Is
found
it Dan
something.
losing time, or is it Ginger Bush who's like found to second gear?
Or he's got his pressures right for this
Yeah,
No.
potentially so.
later phase of this race because it's getting cooler.
Yeah, well, it's stayed at 12 degrees actually, PN, so it stayed same temperature as what it was when we started.
Wish it did that last night.
Right. Hypertech 4 tenths ahead of Kelly. Monkey Boy right on the back of Kelly as well. So a good couple of runs through 130R. That gap opens up to 6 tenths and it closes to Monkey's 7 tenths. And Kelly's a little wide through there. Pit window is now closed. For a minute there, I thought Kelly had got a drive-through penalty when that popped up. Hypertech's gone deep at the chicane. Kelly's not gone exactly the great line. Hypertech rejoins. Now we've got a 3-way fight on our hand. Monkey Boy on the grass a little bit. And now we've got Kelly fighting Hypertech, fighting Monkey Boy.
Yeah. Oh,
Here
it's
goes
got
Kelly.
speed.
Kelly's just got a better straight
Straight
line
line
than
speed.
Hypertech, and Kelly gets in front of the Ferrari. So KLF moves up to P4 overall at the minute.
In class.
In class, yeah. Now Monkey Boy, the car to watch. Daz has lost more time to Doctor Who. De Hoffner's lost more time to Daz. Doctor Who's lost more time to Dan. Dan's lost a couple of attempts to Ginger Bush. So
Yeah.
car's losing time here at the minute. Track temp still 12 degrees, 11 minutes left. What is Kelly to De Hoffner, I wonder?
About
Big,
30 odd seconds, I think. There's quite a large gap now. Oh, Monkey's loose on the rear end pump.
We'll see in a minute what the
Dunlop.
gap is. Yeah, 32
32
seconds.
seconds.
So that won't happen. But Dan has lost even more time. Doctor Who has lost even more time.
Yeah. That is now 3 seconds.
And we're now watching Monkey Boy on the back of Hypertech.
His Monster Energy coloured car.
So here
One
comes Monkey Boy through 200 art. And now towards Spoon.
Hypertech
Ooh,
flipped the
Hypertech
grass,
took a
Hypertech
little
sideways.
cross.
Ooh, Monkey was very tight, really, in
Yeah.
the second part.
That's an interesting line.
That's right, Stampede for 130R.
Ooh, bit of a
Monkey-
curve for Hypertech.
Monkey was just marginal on track limit.
Yeah, just 2 wheels on the track limits here. He's lost a bit of time, I reckon, to Hypertech through that 130R section. Kelly's just seeming to pull away from Hypertech at the minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The problem for Kelly is the gap to the Hoffner is up to 33 seconds. Bar Monkey Boy gaining on Hypertech, everybody is just losing time to the car in front.
Yeah, then he's almost 4 seconds off already.
Ginger Bush, double race winner. How many race wins has he got to his name?
It's not over yet, Matt. Don't
Well,
question it.
no, yeah, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
He won a couple of them last season, didn't he?
He did, yeah. Where is he?
Pretty sure he
That
won.
win will put him on 4. So today's win puts him on 4, which will put him tied with Bozzy Boy and Nicky. If he wins this second race, he'll be tied with Disco, Plava, Rabbit Joe and Dennis Newman on 5.
What?
Then-
Then just suddenly lost maybe a second.
Yeah, Dan's. But Doctor Who didn't gain anything either.
That suspects me.
Strange
Ginger, who found
part of the
something.
race.
Kelly's
Right.
defended.
Hypertech is gaining on the back of Kelly all of a sudden, and Monkey Boy looking on the back of Hypertech here. So all of a sudden, Hypertech not only defending but is attacking also.
It looked like Kelly made a bit of a mistake through the Dunlop into Degner.
He's got to defend for 8 minutes, and we know it's 2 minutes something a lap around here.
That's about 3 laps.
So yeah, well, no, Ginger Bush has already crossed the line. So yeah, 3-4 laps,
4.
I reckon.
4 laps. Hopefully people have got the right fuel levels in the car.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
We saw the other night on GT Force Fury ran out of fuel at the end, didn't he? Monkey
Yeah.
Boy's dropped right off the back of Hypertech as Kelly's wide again. Kelly's going to have to be careful there.
track's still optimum apparently.
Yeah, it doesn't
Even though
change.
it's cold.
It's because of the rubber, isn't it?
All that Pirelli's, bits of Pirelli everywhere.
Track's those 12 degrees temperature as well. I wonder if that's because there's a few more cars than what you had last night.
Yeah, I reckon it is, yeah, because last night it was 8 in there. 2 of them, one of them is here tonight as well. They racing.
Dan's 5.8 behind now, so Daz isn't losing to Doctor Who anymore, and Hoffner's not losing to Daz anymore. But Dan's
Happy
losing to
settled?
Ginger Bush, and Doctor Who is losing out to Dan all the time. So, well, you say settled, but they're sort of matching Doctor Who's pace now.
Track's just dropped to 11.
Yeah, track now drops to 11 degrees.
It's just done it then.
So now it's
I'll
a
take it
quarter to
right.
8 at
Another
night.
second. Another
Yeah,
second.
6.8.
Then. Yeah.
I think Ginger Bush has just found
5.8 on
another
a
level
sector.
here.
Yeah.
Kelly a little wide out of
Ripper, is
Degner
that
2.
you?
Monkey Boy a little wiggly through Degner 2 as well. There's Hypertech on the back of Kelly. Monkey Boy having a look at the inside of Hypertech, but it is just a look. Hypertech looking for a switchback on KLF. Didn't get the run out of the hairpin. No can do there, sir.
7.3.
I don't know if Dan's pushed track limits. All of a sudden I've looked at his stream. He's turned his thing off, so I can't see his relevant time to the drivers ahead, which means I can't see.
Oh, Hypertech.
I can't see Dan's track limit warnings. So, yeah. I wonder if Dan's close to a track limit warning, and that's why he's a little slower. Hypertech has none. Daz has none. Monkey has... I don't believe any, because I can't see any on his screen, but he has got something in front of it. So, yes, I don't know if Dan has any track limit warnings. Kelly wide again. He's got to be lifting through there. Otherwise, they'll be pinging up warning 1, 2, 3. Messes up the chicane a little bit. Monkey Boy really close to the back of Hypertech now.
Ooh. Really
Good little
low,
scrap
but
between these three.
It is.
Yeah.
Really is a good little scrap. Kelly sometimes pulls away. Hypertech reels him in. Monkey Boy gains onto the back, then he drops
But
off.
Hypertech is now close.
Yeah, really close. He's got Monkey Boy following him as well. DJ Phil's only 6.9 behind these three. So could
So
DJ
high
Phil
number.
get on the back of these?
Got Noser in between.
Oh, sorry, Noser is in between. Yeah, yeah.
Opa.
Apologies, no. He's 6.9 behind Noser.
And Leon's like a lap behind now. Or...
Yeah. I know he's on the same lap, but I just don't know where. They are all following each other. Dan is now 9.5 behind Ginger Bush. And Doctor Who is 3.4 to Dan. And who is that in front here? Is that Leon Fernie? Yeah, Leon Fernie just ahead of this three-way fight.
And then Doctor Who gained a little on them.
This is all line astern. McLaren, Ferrari, Bentley. It's great racing this between these three. 4 minutes 40 left of the race.
Oh, Monkey's right on the back of Hypertech.
Yeah, he's got to run. He's got to run. He's got a nose up the inside. Not sure what car was on the gravel a little bit there. Monkey though doesn't go for the lunge. Hypertech's gone deep.
Oh, he tricked Hypertech a bit.
Forced Hypertech into the
Hypertech's
mistake.
still offline.
Does Monkey Boy get the run? Hypertech's tyres will have that bit of rubber on them, so he's not going to get the momentum out of the corner. Dan's now over 10 seconds behind here.
Monkey's. Oh, you'd be brave to do it through 130.
Gaining.
Buffeting.
Oh, he braked a little.
Probably didn't want to run into the back of Hypertech on through 130 yards.
Well, that's allowed. That's allowed Kelly to pull away a little bit here.
Yeah.
Now, where is Ginger Bush? Coming through 200R.
11.4, by the way.
So I think there's this lap. I think there's 2 more laps left.
Yeah, and now Danny, who is just a bit slow because Doctor Who gained another second
Ah.
on him.
Ah!
What?
Jay in the chat, who is a master of watching all streams, some
Hope we know
fuel
that.
saving from car 16. I've just took a closer inspection on Dan's car. He's light of fuel. He has 2 laps left, and he's on engine map
8.7
4.
liters, yes.
You know what this requires, don't you, Ben? Engine map 8.
Engine map back all the way.
Engine map 8. So Dan is not making mistakes. He might not be pushing it too much on his track limits. He's pushed it on his fuel.
Apparently in Am last night, Dandick was doing the same. But
So Danlick did the
Scott-
same. Fury would have ran out of fuel. Monkey Boy, bit of a weird gill out to Degner 2. Can't get past. He's trying.
Dan is really slow now.
As Leon lets Kelly through. And now Hypertech's
Hypertech's
wide at the
wide.
hairpin. Does this allow Monkey Boy to have the run? So if there's one more lap after this left, I think Dan might just make it, but this would explain why Doctor Who is now right up the rear wing of Unorthodox. Has Dan just pushed his fuel a little too much?
Possibly.
Possibly.
Oh, Monkey was loose and gone through Spoon.
Dan's in the gravel. Dan's wide at Dunlop. Doctor Who goes through. So Doctor Who goes through. Dan will still be net second place. Daz needs to outscore him by 8 points, which means he's got to get Kelly past. Kelly at the minute, if Dan runs out of fuel, Kelly could be in for a podium.
He could be.
Yeah, actually, yes.
Monkey's all over the back of Hypertech, by the way.
Yeah.
They haven't got past Leon yet to that.
Okay.
They're not really close enough to get past Leon at the minute, are they? I know Leon's getting the blue flags, but they're not really close enough to Leon Fernie. Because they're in their own little fight.
Okay, so now Dan has 6.1 liters.
Oh,
He's got
Clinton.
enough.
That's 2 laps.
He's got enough. Although, as
Yeah, I
Ginger
think,
Bush,
yeah.
he's got enough because Ginger Bush is going to start the final lap of the race now, or in a moment. Leon Fernie's still there.
Oh,
It's a tricky part, this, for Leon, to move out the way.
yeah, I know my vote for driver of the day.
Yeah, same here.
Definitely. Oh, Leon was right in a way, a monkey in Degna 1. That's probably put end up with Monkey Boy Hypertech battle.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. Monkey Boy's got a bit of time to get on the rear of him. Dan's already lost 2.3 to Doctor Who, and Daz is 7.7 behind. That's going to be a lot to gain in a lap, but Dan is actually on engine map 8 of 8.
He's tickling it around now.
He's making sure he brings that home. Monkey Boy still 6/10 to Hypertech. Coming through the exit to Spoon. Monkey Boy's got a lap and a bit left. Hypertech's nearly back with Kelly as well, by the way.
Yeah.
4.3 liters of fuel then.
He's pushed that fine.
And he's
Through
now
sector
an
1.
engine pit.
He's lost 1.6 seconds to Doctor Who in sector 1. Daz hasn't gained that much. In fact, no, he has. He's gained about 1.5 actually. But it's not enough for Daz.
Yeah.
Daz can see Dan. But time is running out. Monkey Boy comes towards the comes towards the start line. Him and Hypertech have 1 lap left. So he's going to get 4th in the Pro-Am race here. Not on track, but in the race. Dan is coming through 200R. Daz is also at 200R. There you see Dan going through Spoon. Yeah, Daz can see him, but he's running out of time. Monkey Boy's back within 7/10, but we'll come back to Monkey Boy in a minute because this man, double race winner tonight. He's been absolutely pitch perfect all evening. Ginger Bush takes Porsche's 57th win and his 5th win here at Simplay Motorsport. Ginger Bush, your round 16 winner. What a drive from him. A fantastic drive. We drop back to Monkey Boy a second, who at Degner's is still going on the back of Hypertech. Doctor Who is going to come past for a 2nd place. Great result for Doctor Who. Good drive from him in this standing race for him tonight. Dan will hang on in there for P2 in class. Daz got within 3.8, so Daz will come away with a P3. But I don't think it's enough. De Hoffner is going to be P5. Good result for De Hoffner. KLF will be P6 on the road. It'll be P4 in class, provided he hangs on from Hypertech, who's still got Monkey Boy hunting him down. Let's watch the Monkey Boy fight while Kelly's in front. Hopefully Dan will wait for Kelly at the end of this one.
Yeah, then he's doing donut.
He's got enough fuel for donuts then.
Yeah. 1.7 liters.
Noza finishes
That's
down
enough.
in P10. That'll be a P8 for him overall. Leon Fernie, P9 overall. He's 2 laps down. He's just behind these guys. DJ Phil as well is still going out there. But Kelly's going to come across for P4 in class and will crown Audio Sport as champions as well in the Constructor. Kelly's first championship. Hypertech will cling on in there for that P5. Monkey Boy will claim that P6. And DJ Phil will claim that final P7.
Cool, they're also glowing on the back of that Honda, aren't they?
As hopefully Dan
Really
and
glow.
Kelly drive around a little bit together. That's what we want to see.
Yeah.
As we await for DJ Phil to come round.
Yeah. Just enough here to do that.
And then while I do something for TikTok a minute. Where is he? There he is.
Like if Ginger Bush is listening, coming for a podium chat.
Yes, mate. Exactly. Right. So that then is your final race results. So Dan, the man with the race wins. Him and Kelly will be Constructors champions as well. And as we just do something for TikTok now. So as they come round the final corner, it is going to be Unorthodox 16, who is your Pro-Am champion in the Pro-Am series. He's now... Oh, and it cut out on me before I could even get the clip. Oh, well. Hopefully Dan and Kelly come in for a chat, and Ginger Bush as well. Kelly, sorry, Ben, PN, driver of the day.
Ginger Bush.
Ginger Bush.
Easy peasy, without a doubt. Final thoughts from you, Ben?
It was an amazing race, just what you expect from Suzuka. And I really enjoyed it.
We're looking forward to the Nürburgring next week.
Oh, we do. With the score better.
PN, final thoughts from yourself?
Suzuka, great track. Great double win for 991 by Ginger Bush, and I can hear myself through the headset. Yeah, bring on the Nürburgring.
Bring on the Nürburgring, indeed. Yeah, I'm going to give my vote to Ginger Bush as well. Great drive from him. The fans' vote goes 100% of the way to Ginger Bush as well. So Ginger Bush not only takes the fans' vote, but the drivers' vote, the commentators' vote for driver of the day. The championship standings then look like this. Dan is your champion and wins his 7th championship here at Simplay Motorsport. He's done it in great style this season. He's been absolutely fantastic, taking a real good amount of race wins, 8 race wins to his name for Dan this season in his Audi and Aston Martin along the way. Daz still second place. Kelly moves into P3, so that promotion for Pro on the cards for KLF. That's if we were staying PS4, which we probably aren't, so Kelly will be okay there. Sooty Apex P4, Hypertech moves into 5th. Ginger Bush climbs up to 6th place in the championship with 2 wins. Great results for him tonight. DJ Phil P7, Monkey Boy is 8th. That gap is 2 points between them two. Noza climbs up to 9th with Kashanyika, Dennis and Lucas Roth Cavalier. Leon Fernie and then Moon bringing up the rear. Constructors Championship looks like AS Audio Sport have won the Constructors Championship from Dynaco Racing. They have done it in good fashion as well. Dynaco Racing second, being caught by KD Racing in that second race. Greasy Bandit P4 Switchback Racing Team P5. Worst pace scenario gaining on them as well in P6. We will firstly speak with Ginger Bush. Ginger Bush, that was a fantastic night of racing for yourself.
Yeah, not too bad to be fair. A bit better than I thought it would go because I was up the proverbial creek without a paddle yesterday when we set up. So yeah, I don't know how I've done it, but I've pulled it out of the bag. I don't know what happened in second race. I don't know because I don't know where I come from 4th to 1st.
That would be because of an incident with Dan and Doctor Who. They spun around at the hairpin, so that probably helped you through the pit stops. How was the Porsche tonight though? Because that looked amazing.
It was alright, it was a bit tail happy at times, but obviously you have to tame that a little bit. But it was just, the mistakes that I made were completely my fault. It was just me not concentrating most of the time. But yeah, it felt pretty fast and it probably looked pretty fast as well.
It did look very fast. Are you with us for Nürburgring next week?
Unfortunately not, I'm at work, so...
That is a shame. Yeah. Massive shame, especially in the cold and wet of the Nürburgring, it looks to be. Well, tonight, 2 race wins. Been a great night for yourself.
Yeah, not too bad, thanks. Yeah, cheers.
We did get the driver of the day from the fans and the commentators as well, so congratulations.
Nice one, guys.
Well done tonight. And we move to Kelly. Kelly, Constructors Champions, your first ever championship here at Simplay. You've carried Dan all season, it's fair to say.
I'm just looking around. So this is what the interview room looks like.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because I haven't seen the inside of it. Yes, champions, fantastic result. Over the moon, only took 4 years of trying. I think Dan was a good signing because quite literally couldn't have done it without him.
Dan now makes himself a 4-time GT3 champion, I do believe. Obviously, experience with D-Biggs and now does one with yourself. No, 4 times. Yeah, 4 times champion in the Constructors. Does it with yourself now, obviously on ACC. It must feel good to finally get a championship to your name, Kelly, because you came close a few seasons ago with Rabbit Joe. This one you now get.
It's bittersweet, Matt, to be fair. Let's be quite honest. Dan did all the heavy lifting, really. Do you know what I mean? I know I'm running 3rd in the championship, but that's really only from consistency and turning up every week. It's not been... Since we moved to ACC, it hasn't really suited me. But, you know, I'll take the championship. Yes, I think we've been runners-up as constructors for twice, got very close, and drivers I got dangerously close a couple of times. So it is nice to finally get a championship. I'm looking forward to Mike giving out all the prizes. I don't know what he's going to come up with. Big trophies, are there? No?
Well, either way, you've done it in good style. Tonight was a good little battle you had there in race 2 with Hypertech and with Monkey Boy.
Yes, mate. I think tonight was one of my favourite drives of the season. To be fair, I was able to be competitive. Hypertech kept me behind for absolutely ages. So did Noza as well. To be fair, they were both struggling with grip, but just couldn't find a way through easily. And then once I did get through, I managed to drop it in turn 1. And Hypertech got close again, but good racing tonight. Enjoyed tonight.
Yeah, look, I had some good fun out there. Look, I had some good battles as well. Race 1, I can't remember race 1. Did you have many battles? Race 1, I believe you did. Yes, towards the end with Doctor Who and De Hoffner.
Yes, it's a good job they're not scoring points because I'll send them the bill for the rear, or Doctor Who, I'll send them the bill. The rear end of my McLaren as he knocked me off at the end. It was a good. I did my usual thing, got in the pits early, got my head down, tried to keep consistent lap times, and it panned out 2/4 this evening. It's pointsy, Matthew.
It is pointsy indeed, just like Tom Ingram. We turn to Dan now. Dan, Constructors Champion, you've done it 3 times with the Goat D Biggs, you've now done it with your dad, you've also, on the mark of the year, or no, 2 years I believe it was, 3 years maybe, mark of your first ever sim racing championship, thanks to COVID, you've won your 7th here at Simplay.
Yes, another championship to add. To go with the finally to go with the greats where they've won in Pro-Am and Pro, because I never got to race in Pro-Am, I got dumped in Pro straight away. But I'm with the likes of Fury and Matt now, who have both won in Pro-Am. So it's another trophy. It's another championship.
It's another championship in the bag. 29th of November must be a lucky day for you in terms of winning championships.
Well, if only it was the GT4s. But I mean, the whole idea with this was to help Dad out, try and get a constructors, try and get something on the board for him. And when we decided we're going to race together, just so that we could present Pro on a Thursday night a bit better, I said, why not? Let's go for it, and let's see what we can do. So nice to be I don't know if it's the first time in Simplay that a father-son has won a championship in the constructors. So that's something. Keegs and Welsh couldn't do it. So it was all about the team, really. It was all good fun racing with these boys, and I think as well, I'd wish I'd gone with the Aston the start of the season, just because it would have made the championship a little bit more interesting. But the Audi did all the work. Let's be honest. The Audi took all the wins, took all the poles. This thing's just been a dog.
One thing I want to ask you, being a 7-time champ, if Ginger Bush had raced all season, do you think he'd still be giving you a run for his money at the minute?
Again, like I said, if I was in the Aston and I did the whole season on the Aston, I reckon actually Ginger Bush would have been the one with Daz and a few others as well that would have given me a hard time. But I can't fault his pace tonight. He was rapid. That Porsche was so good in the traction zones, and obviously this is where the Aston is weak. So Ginger Bush, if he had done the entire season, he would have given me a hard time towards the end of the season.
No excuses for Gary tomorrow night?
No, definitely not.
Dan,
7-time
champion. Congratulations, also a 4-time GT3 Constructors. I do believe 4-time, yes, I'm correct with that one. You didn't win it with Little Each.
3 in Pro.
3 in Pro with D-Biggs, and 1 with your dad. Now, first father and son to take a championship together. The first father and son that have actually teamed together, because Welsh and Keegs never teamed together, and me and Floyd didn't team together in Formula 1. So the first father and son team to do it.
It's got to be a one-off in motorsport, hasn't it? When is a father and son?
I can't think of many. Yeah.
We've got Leon and Smokey.
Leon and Smokey have never teamed together as well. So, they've never done it as well. PN, Ben, thank you for joining me tonight.
My pleasure, as always.
I'm going to watch you do stuff for tomorrow in Pro.
Yeah, brilliant. Thank you very much. Don't forget to join the Pro Boys tomorrow evening for me and Nexus taking to the track with Ripper and Overtaker and many others on the Suzuka circuit as we head towards the back end of the season. Overtaker versus Ripper in that championship. Who is going to be top dog in that one? Oh, Ripper has a 40-odd point lead at the moment, and that is looking fantastic at the moment. Join me and Dan live on Sunday evening for the PS5 League as we stay with our evening race tradition and we move to Donington Park evening race. And I've looked at the weather while I was looking at Quali 2. It looks a little moist to say the least. So them boys are going to have to work hard for that one. I'll be back live with PM Motorsport next Monday for the GT4s around the Nürburgring in what should be a potential wet and even colder Nürburgring as we hit our first night race of ACC since the Project Cars 2 days. And then me, PN and Ben will all be back live for next Wednesday. Drivers permitting, obviously, provided we have enough drivers, we'll be back live for that one on the Wednesday night of Nürburgring as well. Thank you all for tuning in. If you are new here, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and hit the bell to be notified as well. Go down in the link below and check out our amazing sponsors, Design Manchester and that of Audio Sport. The links are in the description. But from all of us here, take care. Good night.
Good night.
Jack.
From all of us here, take care. Good night.
I had to do that.
Fuck's sake.
Fuck's sake.
I thought that was Dan who said that.
No, it was Benny.
No, I'm too busy doing donuts.
You two come back in the lobby quickly, please. You and Kelly.
Who?
You and Kelly.
Why?
Just come back in the lobby for me, please.
Yeah, he needs a shot. He needs a shot.
I need 2 shots.
I've got to read.
Ah, 2.
Should I come in the Audi?
Come in whichever car you want to come in, Dan.
The Audi did the work.
Have we changed password? Are we still...
Yeah, it's back to SimPlay.
Why did you change it to that when you want
I
a photo? You
should have just left it. Yeah, I don't want a photo, I want a video.
A video?
Yeah.
Is that why you were saying wait for him?
Yeah. Because I was going to go on the replays bit. But then as DJ fell across the line, it fucking stopped me, so... Like, nice.
And also, I had Daz coming flying up my ass.
Yeah, we did notice.
Did you notice as well? I was running out of fuel.
We was told by Jay. I didn't know if you had track limits warnings. When I looked at your stream, you turned your thing off. By the way, don't know how you didn't get a disconnection.
I don't know either.
Track limits, you kept on about my track limits at 130R, which I was running wide a lot towards the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, not
No,
even
fair
come
enough.
up. Yeah, nothing at all.
Dan, while we wait for your dad to just come in, just drive round to cross the line, please.
I'm here.
Brilliant. Kelly, if you want to drive round and just wait at the back end of the circuit for me.
Where do you want me to go?
Just towards the back end of the circuit for now.
Back end of the circuit.
Basically. More toward just after 130R. Dan, I need you to kind of just do 2 laps, but we can do yours and your dad's first if possible.
Yeah, do that first, because then you can go.
Yeah, no worries, boss. You need to go with him then. Go with him.
I'm going.
Go.
Fucker won't turn on. Doctor Who, man, what a dickhead.
Yeah, he twatted me off in race 1.
Pro-Am drivers need to realise that you can't just twat people off out the way.
Well, there's enough Pro-Am drivers who need to learn that lesson.
Oh shit, my brake button's my look back button.
You're not going to catch us in that fucking thing.
What do you mean? I'm taking the fucking Project Cars version, mate. Cut corners. I'm not catching you anyway.
Yeah, where is the corner that you can cut here?
None. Right, replay. Can't do the replay yet. In fact, yeah, so just go together and just cross the line, basically.
Fuck me, this thing drives better than the fucking Aston.
What are you in now then? The Audi?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Audi did all the work.
Yeah.
I only drove the Aston for Laguna and here.
Right here for the last two, innit? Seeing as you want championships.
I ain't racing Nürburgring.
Check.
Well,
Check.
as we both are both looking like going up to Pro, Dan, what do you want? 2 Audis for Pro?
A Porsche.
Porsche, you.
If we were going PS5, Porsche all day long. Or Lamborghini.
I can live with a Porsche. It's all in on brand. Lamborghini, all the Porsche, all the Audi. Although I prefer the Audi, I'm having a bit of an Audi time at the moment. Oh, Proston Senna. Go on, champ.
Right. Dan, you can go and do your flying lap now if you want.
Flying lap. What do you
Wow.
want me to... Oh, nicely done, Dan.
You're done now, Kelly, mate.
All right, thanks.
Welcome.
But don't get a flying lap then.
You can do, yeah, you can do one if you want.
No, you're right. Don't want to now.
Right, just be, right, hang on. Just be quiet for me, lads, a second. And as they come to the final bend, Audio Sports are about to become your Constructors Champions here for the Pro-Am Series, Season 3 of ACC. Unorthodox 16 and KLF 900 are your Pro-Am champions here in the Pro-Am category. That is that. And I'll just wait for Dan.
Yay!
Let's put my traction control back on. How many wins have I got now in in this season?
8.
I'm not
So
beating Fury's record
You
then.
can only tie me and Fury. Did I get
I'm not
12 or
going to.
11? No.
I'm not racing Nürburgring.
Pussy.
I am. Might actually win it. You know, I'm third in the championship. I've stood on the podium all season.
Yeah, it's good consistency. Well, a mixture of good consistency and people not turning up, but you got to be in it to win it, haven't you, I suppose?
Oh shit.
Whoa!
Whoa. I forgot that car does that.
An Orthodox 16 is going to make it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. He is your 7th. Oh, fuck's sake, it stopped. What a cunt. Fucking stupid thing. Fuck's sake. Unorthodox 16, a 7 times champion here in Pro-Am. Dan Davis does it again. Since it wasn't very fucking long, leave it short. Fuck's sake. Thanks, Dan. Thanks, Kelly. Job done.
Now I've got to make it 8. No, 9.